Hey, cuties. Can you guys hear me okay? I'm hoping so with this new mic. Hey, Miss J, Sexy Mama, Barbara Emery, S. McNeil, hello. Hey, Megan, Tasha Rains, Sasha Welch, and Cheryl Love. If you guys can hear me, can you please put a 1 in the chat for me? I'm playing a little music just to get us started here. Hello, Tanya B. Sweet Lily. Janetta. Yeah, cool. And I hope I got everyone. If you guys could please hit the like button on your way in. And I'm in guys. All right, let me go back. Hard to hear me? Now this is a new mic, so let me turn it up. Oh no, please don't tell me I'm going in and out. I got a new router and new mic. Is this better? Oh my goodness, I hope this is not the same thing. Miss Nina, hello. Reasons and why. Sheila, Lavelle, Linda Forbes, Hannah Grace. I'm breaking up still. Lies, more lies. Michelle, the daughter of Zion. Now it's echoing. Oh my goodness. Let me see if I can do something, guys. All right, so let me see. Let's see if I do this. Sounds good now, S. McNeil? Stable now? Yes, better, better, better. Yes, everybody can hear me. Okay, good. Okay. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So let me say some hellos. I do have a little list here just of topics, and you guys know I'm going to drop the link. The 118 watching, thank you guys so much. Please hit the like button. But I'm going to go up. Sasha Welch, Jonetta, Anika Chisholm, Gwendolyn Love, Sheila Lavelle, Cheryl Love, Victoria McCornell, Elizabeth, Linda Forbes, Lolita, Angel Minor, Dee, Reasons and Why. I think I said Simply Beautiful. Hello, hello, hello. Michelle, the daughter of Zion. Always be cute. That's a cute name for a cutie. Denise Calhoun. Anika, I think I got you. Okay, guys, I hope I got everyone. If I didn't, my apologies. Miss Nina, I think I got you. Barbara Emery. Okay, guys, so I think we are good, good, good. So how are you guys? I'm just scrolling back down real quickly. All right. No, Miss Nina, it's going back in and out. I'm close to my mic. Let me do it like this. I'm hardwired into my modem. I don't know what's going on. Hey, Tennessee girl. Okay, I'm going to go back down. Pookie, Lord have mercy. He didn't put a hex on me. Sounds better. Okay, thanks, sweet Lissa. Miss J, you at work? All right. Hello, Lorene Bryant, Jackie Epps, Tang. Hello. Kai No Lies. And S. McNeil. Let's see what you said here. Hold on. It appears I was right about the horizontal position for Dusty. Yeah, I've been seeing that. So she didn't sick the dogs on people, and she's threatening to sue, from what I hear. Hey, Kathy, always be cute. Shaquita, Miss Sugar Mama, Jackie Reed. All right, guys. Okay, Angela says, I sound great. I have the mic directly in front of me. Is it too loud, guys? If it's not too loud, I'm just not going to touch it and we're just going to get going. Hello, Wylette. Okay, so I'm good to go. Yes, Tennessee girl, you know, Anonymous, keep me on my toes for real. Okay, Angela Hutnall, she said it's good. We are good. Martell haven't denied it, and so that's the key point. Yeah. I don't know, guys. I don't know. But let me drop a link here. But I did want to discuss that as much as we can. Um with Dusty. I wanted to discuss that. I wanted to discuss this divorce thing that she was talking about with Mel. Marceau and Tisha's date night. They also had an extended clip that they released yesterday on OWN. He's going to put up a fence. He wants her to plant flowers. She said no. So I'm not sure if you guys heard that or not. Who said that about I've been saying it ever since. Okay, Tang. I'm not going to touch anything. All right, guys. So the link is in the chat for anybody that wants to join me. And I'm going to try to pin it. Do that on my phone. Let me see. Let me go here. Let me go here. And then we'll get going for real. To the one. Okay, let me turn this down. All right, let's see. All right, so the link is pinned at the top for anyone that wants to join. But yeah, you guys, yay or nay, do you believe the rumors about Martell and Dusty? Let me know what you think. Good evening, Juan Davis. Okay, Miss Nina, I sound good, sound great. All right. Just scrolling down to see if anyone else came in. And I see my girl Anonymous backstage. Lord have mercy. I don't know if she could hear me. Hold on, Anonymous. I got a new little overlay. Let's see. I really got to have this for Anonymous.
I thought you were gonna
Anonymous,
put
is this
Cat
you?
Williams. Yes, it is. I thought you were gonna put Cat Williams on.
Do I have cat? I may have
Cat
to
is the
add.
rag person for 20
Yeah, I
minutes.
may
Have you
have to add
rolling?
cat.
So
I added it. That's true. All right, Simply Beautiful is back here. Let me add her. Simply Beautiful, are you here? Let's see. Give me 1 second. Okay, Simply Beautiful, is that you?
Yes, it is.
All right, cool. Let me add a couple more people. Cheryl Howard, is that you?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, okay,
How you
okay,
doing?
Cheryl.
How you doing?
And then I have a Kiki with Chrissy. I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm good. Can't complain.
We got the whole crew back here. Let's see. That's good. Okay, Hannah Grace, is this you? Hannah Grace,
Yes,
is this you?
yes, it's me. Yes,
Okay. Okay. And Kiki with Chrissy. Are you
Yes,
there?
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am, I am. How are you?
Okay. I'm good. How are you?
I'm well.
That's good. Okay, I was going to
Lock
ask you if you wanted your camera on. I see you removed it. That's cool.
press
All
any
right,
button.
ladies, I'm going to remove
And
the
I'm just
overlay.
working.
And how panel? Everyone on the panel, how are you guys?
We
Good
good.
evening. How
Can't
are you?
complain.
Oh, Anonymous is up here. Get the banner ready.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it up beforehand. Where is it? I got it right here.
Well, I have to
There we
admit,
go.
I was actually on the live when that content creator revealed the tea.
Oh, so was I.
And I came up with the horizontal
Okay, and
position
was that?
afterwards. Yep.
Oh, gotcha.
So
Well,
after
that
she
cleaned it
said
up
it, I
just a
said,
tad bit.
so yeah, so that's why they wanted to mute the other part out because I basically came up with the horizontal position analogy.
And that works, Anonymous. That works for
Child,
me. It really, really does.
Mm.
So you're thinking what? What you think?
man, I
What are
feel
you guys'
bad for
opinion on
this
that?
reason. Hotel has been through everybody in Huntsville, Alabama, and beyond.
Yes.
I mean,
Yes, he has.
I'm scared to even find out who he has not messed with. I mean,
His mama.
Exactly.
well,
Oh,
we don't
Lord.
know that
Oh,
the way
Lord.
he's going,
Oh, Jesus.
allegedly. So I mean, because Cougar Beach Cobbler is close to
It's a
his
mess.
mother's age, so I don't know. I don't. Gee,
It's still
that
hating on
just it's
Mel.
scary.
Yeah.
Still
Well,
Yes,
hating
it's
on
sad
Mel.
though
Sheree.
because, and I'll be
Sheree is up
serious
there. I mean,
here.
I've asked.
Oh, you're saying chit chat?
No. Go ahead.
Well, I was gonna say I'm gonna be serious a little bit. It's scary if you marry a man or a woman who just lies to you like that
Mm-hmm.
and puts your whole life in danger, your kids in danger, and thinks nothing of it, like a sociopath. And I think he gets a kick out of having, at that Madani special that Destiny had, all his women allegedly
Mm-hmm.
he's been with
Mm-hmm.
there,
Mm-hmm.
We're there.
attacking or at least
Mm-hmm.
showing eyes at his ex-wife Melody. So I just it's to me that's nasty.
Yeah, I would
That is
say.
gutter rat.
Yeah, I would say they were. They maybe looked at her, but um,
It's just
I
scary. I
didn't
mean,
see allegedly the whole crew.
yeah, I mean, but and then they swap. What I'm saying is allegedly per another content creator, she's been with the whole crew.
Mm. Oh, shit.
That's the part where it's like they
Mm-hmm.
they they pass each other around. So I
Yeah.
just allegedly, I just think that's scary because you don't know who you're dealing with. You get what I mean? It just there has to be some boundaries, and he just doesn't. Both of them are alike. That's why they probably are friends because they don't have any, and that's why she fumbled the bag
Yeah.
allegedly. He caught her cheating,
Yep.
and it was with people that he knew and
Mm-hmm.
were close to, and he
Hmm.
hurried up and filed divorce within 3 months.
3 weeks.
I heard it was 3 weeks. Oh,
Oh, it was 3 weeks.
Yeah.
It was that quick.
Allegedly.
Oh, I was giving her some months
Allegedly.
here. Oh, Jesus, allegedly. Oh, goodness,
child.
Yeah,
that's
it was
scary.
3 weeks. 3 weeks after she had the baby that he filed for divorce. Mm-hmm. That's a
Yeah.
mess. And again, we're gonna keep saying allegedly,
Yes, allegedly,
but
but yeah,
I wouldn't. I just Yeah, I just felt like something. I don't know. Me personally, my personal opinion. It seems like it was an extreme closeness. You know what I mean? And with Martell being Martell, I'll just say, I think he'll try anyone. You know what I'm saying?
I think what I was saying was he really has a hatred and disdain for his wife, his ex-wife, for him to do that.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's not bothering her. She's done. You know,
No, I know she's done.
over
I'm
it.
just
Thank
saying
you.
for him during the marriage, he
Uh-huh.
wanted to use the many women and events and friends to bring her down a notch. That's what I'm noticing. He was completely jealous and
Yeah.
envious of his own wife that he took a vow to help and love and cherish. You
Oh,
name it.
that for sure.
I told you, use women. That's what
Yeah,
you do.
for sure.
You use
Let
women.
me put the banner up, guys. Can you guys hear me okay still?
Yeah, we can hear you. But
Yes.
I'm at least done, so I'll let everybody else go before I bust
Okay.
everybody's thing, so nobody has to lose their paycheck. I heard in the chat.
Yeah. Let me add Gloria. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna add Gloria. Gloria, is this you?
Yes, ma'am. Hello, everyone. Hello.
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 Hi.
And I'm hoping it's
What's
not a delay. I'm hoping it's not a delay, guys. I'm trying to work these live issues out because I started off being leery about the lives, and now I really enjoy it. So I'm hoping I can get this together. But hi, Gloria, how are you?
I'm good. How's everybody doing on this Tuesday?
Oh, I'm good.
I'm good. Everybody, I'm good.
What y'all gonna do with
Good,
Dusty
good.
Destiny?
Put her in the
So
basement.
we're calling her Dusty. Call her Dusty.
We're gonna put
Yeah,
Dusty in
call
the
her
basement.
Dusty D, Gloria. We don't
Put her in
want
the
Chit
basement
Chat
with
to get sued or blog cease and desist. Dusty D.
Okay,
The whole
Dusty.
Put her in
right,
the
the whole
basement with
set.
Philly.
Just call her Dusty. That's good.
Put it in the trash.
I want her in the
So
basement.
is it anyone else other than me kind of hoping that they bring coleslaw on?
Oh, heck
God.
no, man.
Yeah, you're the only
You
one.
want coleslaw on?
Child, we already got
Yeah.
cousin 2.0 with Dusty D.
Hey,
Jesus.
look though. I think
Allegedly.
it wasn't who was it? What's her name? She did an interview with Mel.
Queen
Queen
Sheba.
Sheba. Queen
Happ'Nin?
Sheba. Queen Sheba broke it down today. She said there's nothing that she could do. So my thing is, y'all want to be funny and bring Basement Billy on, okay? Let's just bring a little coleslaw with a couple of chicken legs, and let's let her spill all the tea on you guys. Let's see how that goes. Because really, what can they do? What can she tell
She's
on
not gonna
them?
do
Mel
it.
Martin. She's not gonna do that.
She's not
She gonna
gonna
play
do
with her
it.
hair. She gonna play with
No.
her hair and put
If
on lip gloss.
she had the chance, if she had the chance to come on there, she wouldn't jeopardize that opportunity by telling. She hasn't told anything yet, and this is the time for her to speak on what she knows. She's not gonna do that.
Well, why is she so quiet?
She
Thank you.
told, but she
She's in a
told
psych
everything
ward.
already, guys.
Yeah. She ain't got nothing to say.
She did
Yeah,
what?
She probably in a psych ward, honey.
Oh wow. You know that's a
Getting that jello,
possibility.
getting that jello and the stuff. So
But yeah, that is a possibility because she's really quiet.
And let me just say, I
Just let the
disagree.
left one do the face.
Is it
Yeah,
my phone making all that noise?
everybody has to put themselves on mute
okay,
until they
1
can.
second. Who was that? Hannah?
someone needs to mute.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
muting.
There's static, and is that Hannah that was just speaking?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
Hannah, turn your mic down just a tad bit, just a little.
Okay.
If
Okay.
you can. All right, okay, go ahead.
What y'all
Okay.
think of
And
Tawana's good food she had up there last night?
Is that better, Chit Chat?
that's much better. Yeah, that's
Okay.
better.
What I was saying is that I disagree
You hear me?
with
Can
that.
you guys hear me?
We hear you now.
Yes.
Yeah, hear you.
Yeah, I was saying I disagree with that blogger because Coleslaw can come on that show and do a whole lot more. She can go ahead on there and get her clothing line established. She can go on there and talk about and try to improve her and Martell's image by creating a family with all three of those. So I don't want to see her. It's a whole lot more she can do than attack Marceau and Tisha. That's the last thing that I think that she will do. So it's a whole lot of things this lady can do on that show if they let her.
So you're
Promote
a fan
her.
you're a fan of Coleslaw coming on.
Oh, no, not me. No, I'm saying do not allow her on the show because the blogger was saying if she come on there, she can't do anything to Mel. Yes, she can. As far as telling anything more than what we already know. I don't want her on the show, period, because I don't want to see her. She's done enough damage. Let her stay on the sideline and come up with another storyline. I do not want to see her, just like I did not want to see Pookie.
Well, no, I didn't want to see Pookie either. But did anybody hear about the custody case today?
No.
No, they just alleging some things. I think he probably didn't have enough to overturn the original thing. So it's still what was done previously, the joint custody.
Custody cases are expensive. You got to pay them attorneys every time you go to court. And all he was doing was delaying the process.
Every time.
Yeah, but he did that with the divorce too. It's a narcissist approach. He just wants to see Melody every time and have control over her in some kind of way. That's it.
Yeah, the blogger who basically speculated that it might be settled, I understood why she said that, because if you read Mel's post, it does kind of seem like it's in past tense.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Or he might be getting in serious trouble because he didn't do his mandatory therapy, allegedly.
Well, you know how I feel about that. I felt like if you mandated him to do therapy, he should have had to have completed that before you put the children back in his care. That's just my opinion.
Yeah.
Right. I totally agree.
I agree. And that was no, that was early this year, January, I think it was, when the alleged incident went down with Tank. Or was that last year?
No, early this year.
It was early this year. He couldn't have the children for a while and then complained. Well, this is the reason why I would think they would have
worked that out by now.
Well, another thing, Gloria, why you probably don't want the peasant on is because allegedly the peasant and Hotel the situation happened with the child where he couldn't see it. Both of them were there. That's where I heard the reports. I think there's more to it with that custody arrangement where if Carlos is trying to put it on, it's problematic. And I think even Melody had to put her foot down saying no because of her kids, the impact of the kids. So that's why I wouldn't put the peasant on if Hotel is smart. But, he's so mad right now. Who knows, honey?
Yeah. So what did y'all think about the show on Saturday?
He's really quiet.
On YouTube. Yeah, he is. He's too quiet.
It's that gag order.
Mm-hmm.
After what he did with those lives, the gag order, the court probably said, if you don't go, we're going to lock you up. And that's why I said, I think that's how you're able to get someone like him. You have to threaten that he's going to be locked away.
And Ariel can't hurt Melody. She can't hurt Melody. How's she going to hurt Melody?
It's not Melody, it's the kids.
Coming on the show. Yeah,
it's the kids seeing it.
I think coming on the show.
I think people are afraid that she will do what she's been doing, is telling everything Martell tells her, whether it's true or false. She has no discernment, so she doesn't know. She doesn't like Melody either. So anything he tell her negative about Mel, she's going to repeat. I think that's what people are afraid of. But I understood what Queen Sheba was saying.
Yeah, she was pointing out what Carlos will do. He doesn't have any loyalty. He's going to try to save his neck to keep his producer position.
Yeah, and he's really quiet
as well. That's the problem.
Lose money. He's gonna lose money. He bring on this show. He's gonna lose a lot.
He will.
Yeah, let me bring
Child.
1 minute, ladies. Let me read this comment from Standards and Boundaries. She's asking, or he, I'm not sure, who started the coleslaw gonna be on the show? Rumor, like folks just saw that. I'm not giving it too much stock. You know what I'm
I
saying?
think I know who did it.
I
heard
sort
it
of
on Queen
agree with that.
Sheba.
It's all rumor.
Well, it was before then. I heard it on Sassy T because
I
of
heard
what
it.
Pookie came out.
Yeah.
I heard it on the YouTuber who likes to, keep me anonymous. You should know who I'm talking about. Everybody's anonymous. Everybody wants to remain anonymous on her.
Oh, that one, yeah, I think so. They were talking about it because it was a correlation with Pookie. Pookie came on, so they were trying to say, okay, well, if Pookie came on and Melody didn't know about it,
Right.
this is how we're going to make this connection or leap.
Yeah. But I just like the way that Queen Sheba broke it down when I listened to her today.
Right.
But, I don't really want her up there myself, but I'm just saying hypothetically, if, that's what they did to trying to hurt Mel and her mom. But, two wrongs don't make a right. I got that.
I think they also, somebody made a good point, and this was on Ann today, that if Carlos puts, just like he did Pookie, puts on the peasant, he can forget having any show.
He gonna lose.
Lose
He gonna
everything.
lose. He gonna lose.
He'll lose
So
all
who
his
y'all
stuff.
think the other two is on the chopping block?
I hope it's Destiny.
I think it's Destiny and the
Tiffany and-
Whitlows.
Dusty.
I'm thinking it might be Septic Tank Mouth and Latifah.
The Whitlows for sure.
I do too.
I
do
think
too.
it's the Whitlows and Dusty.
Oh, please,
I
let it be
think
the
they're
Whitlows.
they're phasing out the Whitlows now because we
Please.
barely see them.
Thank God.
Well, I mean, they were,
No.
I can understand that, but I think Septic Tank Mouth and Latifah are going to go with Wanda.
Yeah, I do
really
too.
do.
I do too because I think it was last week, Chit Chat, you was up there, and I was like, I think Carlos is gonna set them up, and he's gonna put them in a position where they don't want to answer certain questions and stuff like that. Who knows the extreme that Carlos may go to? But I really think that Carlos is like feeling I'm in trouble, but because you didn't want to speak on this and didn't want to speak on that. So I'm really thinking that he's gonna kind of put him in a bad position. And it's going to be either you're going to talk about it or you're going to have to get off the show. If you get off the show, your money stops. You ain't got no money.
Yeah, but they have that court case. I think they're going to probably be off the show because the court case is going to make them not be able to be on the show.
Exactly.
Really? Why you say that?
Because what was alleged in the counter petition, it's fraudulent.
Alleged.
Yeah, the counter petition is allegedly that they did fraudulent transactions. So the problem is for OWN TV and Discovery is their liability with having these people who have these issues. You saw what happened with Bravo when they had somebody who got arrested. I don't know what was it, Salt Lake City? Somebody. They had to be very careful for that. So I'm thinking, from what I heard, there's the higher ups are still negotiating because they're not filming yet. So I think there's going to be some push. They're probably going to do a background check on all these people to see who should stay on and who shouldn't. And that's why I think,
Carlos,
I wouldn't be shocked.
Yeah, in my opinion, Carlos is not letting Marceau and Tisha go. I mean,
I disagree.
I
gotta disagree.
His chick will let him.
Marceau has a hold on Carlos, if you ask me.
Well, he's going to try, but I think the problem is the Pookie situation and even their current pending cases that people have investigated is where if Melody, remember, she leaked it. I want them to go in her interviews. I'm thinking that she's pushing it. So I don't know. We'll see.
That was a hypothetical question. Like she was basically, if she had to choose, it was them because she don't get along with them.
Yeah, but I think Wanda crossed the line for that. That's the thing. I think it was when she tried to hit her, literally. I think that's where it's enough. And I think they just want to keep, it's because I'm serious. I think Melody does have an action against on the production by Carlos and everybody of being a hostile work environment. I think she can go after them for that.
You don't
So,
think so?
no, I think she can with what Hotel did for the
Oh,
past 3 years
oh yeah,
and
yeah.
other things. I think if they don't want to have any legal liability, they might listen to her. And especially since she just sold the Jay Bowen thing with all those people, you know, they're looking at numbers. So,
Yeah. But you know, I really think he's gonna let Tisha and him go, because that little scene they did Saturday was, as Mel can say, fake storylines or whatever. That, come on now.
Yeah, let me tell
That,
you why I think that Marceau and Tisha may not come back. It's because Carlos has already let the cat out of the bag about the deal he made with them. And this new
absolutely.
partner, he may say, look, we cannot agree to that this time. And if Marceau said, well, we're going to leave the show if we have to talk about A, B, C, and D, and then Carlos,
Mm-hmm.
you just going to have to leave, then they probably just going to have to leave or talk about, you know, or be authentic and let their true life enter into this TV show. What they've asked Lou them to do and Melody, and they've been getting checks just like everybody else, and everybody else want to hold on to their stuff. Destiny still has not told, you know, the events surrounding her divorce. That could help other women, but she don't want to tell that. But she want to get on here and call Mel out of her name and pretend like she's a bad person, talking about she fighting a grandmother and then rolling her eyes. Somebody, but anyway, all of this stuff, these people are going to have to go ahead on and tell more about their life and get off of Mel, just like she said, or
Absolutely. And I'll be glad to see that too. You know,
Right. And
enough
let
is
and
enough.
let me say this, ladies, real quickly. Yeah, and let me say this real quickly. Mel has basically, in my opinion, she wants to remain on the show. In a couple of her interviews, she said that changes are coming. The discussions have been started, and she wants the others to focus on what's going on with them. So that's why I have been screaming, cancel the show, cancel. I know Mel is doing great financially, but this is also a source of income for her as well. But I agree, changes definitely needs to be made. And I
Mm-hmm.
don't know, guys. I guess we'll have to wait and see. I think we'll see Scott's. I think we're going to see both sets of Scots, honestly, with what's going on with Kimmy. I think they're going to definitely bring them back. And I just don't see Marcel going anywhere. I don't.
Me
But you
neither.
know,
I don't
Carlos
either.
Carlos did tell Marcel they was one of the same. They're just alike. But to me, I'm feeling like Carlos is kind of getting sick of Marcel thinking that he's running stuff. I don't want to talk about this. I don't want to talk about that. Can't talk about this. Can't talk about. You know, come on now. You on TV. What you gonna do?
Mm-hmm.
I think he's gonna give him
Yeah,
an
but
ultimatum.
Carlos started it.
He created it, absolutely. But
Yeah,
I do
Carlos
think he's
started
going to
that.
give
Real
him a.
quickly to the fourth. Mm-hmm. And real quickly to the 419 watching, thank you guys so much for joining me. Please make sure to like the video, and the link is pinned if anyone else wants to join the discussion. And I'm sorry, was that you, Gloria,
Yes.
that was speaking?
Uh-huh. Yeah. But I was just saying that, I think
Okay, I'm sorry for cutting you off. Go ahead.
no problem. I just think he's kind of fed up with Marceau and Tisha playing, and Mel saying the same thing, that they're, not telling their truth. Come on, y'all on TV. But, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, we just got to wait it out and see. But what they going to talk about? They boring.
But it seems the less that they talk, the more it's
Yeah,
coming
that's
out.
true.
Everybody
I
knows
kind
about
of came
That's
the
true.
lawsuit. They didn't talk about the lawsuit. Somebody found out about the lawsuit. They didn't talk
right.
about Marceau's extra extra affairs. Somebody found out about that. So he really don't need to talk because it's gonna come out.
So what
The
do
truth is
y'all
coming
think
out.
about, how do y'all feel about the allegedly mistress begging Tisha and him to get up there on live with her and say that it wasn't true?
Nobody's
Did
gonna
she
believe it.
beg them
I
or did
never
they
heard
beg
that.
her?
or was
They
I
she
never
said
heard that
she
paid?
either.
they said she begged them. They said she begged them because she didn't want to have that same stamp as Coleslaw got, and so she begged them to do that interview with her that day.
Hmm.
Wow.
Honey, all I
Give me
know
one
is I'm
second.
confused.
Give me
Frauds hang with
1
frauds.
second, guys. Drop the mic.
Hey
Drop
everybody,
the
how y'all
mic.
doing tonight? Can y'all hear
Hel-
me?
Yes, ma'am. Hello.
Yes.
How y'all doing tonight?
Good. How about yourself?
I'm good.
Good.
How
How
you
are
doing?
you?
Good.
How you doing?
Doing good, doing
What's
good.
your
I was
what's your thoughts on what we're speaking about? What's your thoughts?
So I just, I had a couple of things. The first thing is that I was kind of on the fence about the whole Ariane thing, like, I'm sorry, coleslaw, whether or not they were going to try to sneak her on the show. At first, I was like I was believing it a little bit because she had been so quiet, but then I found out that she had some type of OnlyFans or something like that, or some type of other platform that she's charging people, and she goes on there and said that she not gonna come on social media no more. So then that would more explain her silence. But at the same time, I really don't trust them because they snuck and brung on Basement Billy, and I think that I did not think that they would do that to Mel or her mother, and they did, and I was really shocked, like really shocked, because
Mhm.
they knew that the fans were upset about it, and they had plenty of time to cut that scene, but they still chose not to cut it. Now, I heard they cut a lot of parts of the scene, but they still put him on the show even after he said all those disgusting things. So I don't know. I don't know. They might put coleslaw. I don't know. I'm so on the fence with that. And the other thing is Dusty pregnant, because that's the rumor that's going around.
I don't think she's pregnant
She
because
said she's not
They said
pregnant.
it was
It's
Tiffany.
just the rumor, so we definitely
yeah.
don't know for sure.
She said she's not
You
Okay.
pregnant.
know, who knows?
They
Okay.
said Tiffany was pregnant.
Child.
She just fat
Yes,
Oh,
baby.
I heard
Tiffany
that. I
is.
did
Oh,
hear that Tiffany was. Yes.
Now, did Big Lou pop that thing and did what he said he was going to do in order to get her pregnant?
That's what they
Now that
saying.
part I don't know.
I came up here kind of late when after it all got started. But did y'all mention Dusty and the allegation with her and Martell? Are you serious?
We heard
Huh.
we referred to it as the horizontal
Alleged.
position for Dusty.
Alleged.
Yes,
Allegedly.
Oh,
allegedly.
okay.
Yeah, I
So
said
do y'all
allegedly.
think that? Do y'all
And it,
believe that?
right. And
Because
it's
I
all
yeah,
watched. Oh,
I
okay. I'm
believe it.
sorry.
I believe it.
Y'all do believe it? Because
Yeah,
I'm gonna
yeah.
tell y'all. Is it okay, chit chat, if we mention any other bloggers?
well, I think they did already. Are you speaking of Queen Sheba?
I was speaking of Tay.
Are,
Tay and
Ebony.
what's her name? The Ebony the Best. Yes.
Yeah, I was on
Okay,
that
I just
live
wanted to
when it
make
came up.
sure before I like said her name, because When Tay Talks did a really good video on breaking down why she thinks that there have been some inappropriate stuff that have happened between Dusty and Hotel.
Yeah, you can see it even before then because their stories don't line up in terms of how they met.
Yep.
And then even looking at what happened with Monica, they said they didn't have it, but they
Hmm.
did admit it that they had it. I'm like, that's just what they do, I mean.
And I think Hotel is such a narc that he's going to end up. See, he doesn't like to be like denied, even though he knows that he should keep denying it. He's such a narc that I can see him doing her the same way he did Melnika. Like, oh, we haven't done nothing since it haven't been it's been 6 months. Like, we ain't did nothing since high school. Like, what was the point in saying that unless you really just wanted to out her, or you such a narc you couldn't take the fact that she was like, I would never, and all. I mean, he
But
literally outed her, and it was
but
nothing she could do about it, but just look simple in the face.
Honey,
but
they
at first
had
he
to
did.
have
But
done
at first he did.
something during her management abilities. Because how did he pay for her to do those calendars, the wine,
Right.
the books? Come on now. He had to pay with SEX.
But
That's
at
it.
first,
Wow.
but at first he denied it. He said he didn't sleep with Monica. He
Child,
said,
and then that head was rocking to and forth like, yes, 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 it is. So I'm like, really?
But you know what?
Allegedly.
I listened to when Tay talked today. I listened to her the way she broke it down, and I did go back and look at whenever they was in Vegas. Yeah, you could see the chemistry. All of that was, and then if we think back, Maurice kept asking him, "Did you talk to Dusty today?" And he was like, "Hell yeah, every day." You know,
Yeah, I remember that scene in Vegas.
yeah.
Again,
Right.
that's
So
his narcissism. He cannot, he, even if it's going to be to his detriment, he can't like sit up there and play stuff off because he's too busy trying to show off and trying to puff his chest out and be egotistical. So anybody with sense would have been like, oh, I mean, I talk to her like I would anybody else. Not him. Oh, every day, because he had to let it be known that
yeah,
low key I'm messing with her. He's such a narc.
and
But
he
I
had that
suspect.
grin on his face. But at the
Allegedly.
same time,
Mhm.
if it's not true, why would she send him a CD as well?
Well,
They
she
said
was
she
the
sent.
one that allegedly wrote his dissertation to refute what Melody was doing.
Oh
He can't
Lord.
write that.
Oh God.
No,
Yeah,
but she sent
she
him a
denied
CD.
that. Destiny,
Well, I
yeah,
don't buy
Destiny
that.
denied that.
What?
Sure did.
Sending him a CD?
No, it was
Right. She
writing
said
the
that
IG lives for him
she
when they
didn't
were
write a
fighting.
statement.
Well,
Oh
who
yeah.
did? Was it Melnika?
I don't know. They said it was coleslaw.
Oh
Coleslaw
Yeah,
can't
Lord.
she
write
said
that
she
well.
was
What, really?
going through her own court issues.
Remember, she
But
said,
if there's
wife,
nothing to
wife, wife. I'm
to
like,
if there's nothing to the situation with him and her, Dusty and Martell, why would she send him a CD as well? After she sent the blogger one.
My question is, why would she go back and tell Martell everything that her and Melody ever talked about? As far as Martell, she goes and reports everything back to him. That made
she
me
was an
suspect that
agent.
maybe, yeah,
She
Me
was
and
an
her
that made
had
me
to
agent.
fight.
suspect. That made me suspect that she was doing something with Martell. I'm like, why would you do that to your own friend? Why would you go back and tell her ex-husband everything that you said?
As Harpo said, beat her. I had to beat her. I'm sorry.
Gloria,
Yes.
talking about physical violence.
Oh my
I'm
God.
sorry. Hey,
Oh,
look,
beat her.
you gonna play in my face? You trying to play in my face? Oh yeah, you about to get beat.
But
Ooh,
you know what though, Miss Gloria? Mel is killing her with kindness because I'm gonna tell y'all something. I think it damn near killed Dusty to have to call Mel and ask her to come to her photo shoot and try to make up with her. But it had to be that she was getting pushed, people from behind the scenes, production, they probably was telling her straight up, this you and Melanie beef is gonna have to, like, you're gonna have to figure out a way to come to some type of agreement. Y'all gonna have to make up because the fans are tired of it. And I mean, why do y'all think, what would possess her? Now because she had nothing for her at the peace party, but then all of a sudden the next show she invited her to her photo shoot to try to make up. What do y'all think that was about?
That wasn't makeup.
Because
That
her
was a
and Tisha's not real
narcissistic
friends.
enticement to basically try to get back in the web.
Absolutely.
No worry,
And her and
Mel.
Tisha are not real friends. And they were saying that the way, if this is true about her and Martell, that Kimmy is not really feeling her like that no more. Because if you do that to Mel, what you gonna do with us? But allegedly, Marcel too.
How do you fumble a bag with a man with AAA credit for a Vienna sausage who is broke? Can somebody explain that to me?
Certain women do it all the time.
I know, but I ain't that stupid. In this recession, in this depression, you fumbled a match with LeBaric, who had AAA credit and a beautiful wedding,
Mm-hmm.
to go to Vienna sausage, who has a rash and fungus on his chest and is messing with so many people. I don't get it.
You know,
She
one of
said
the
it's the
hardest
grocery
things,
eating. Maybe
Wow.
that's it. I don't know.
one
I
of the
want to
hardest
know.
things that we can do is humble ourselves. And Dusty needs to learn how to humble herself. So maybe she needs to just take some time to herself and find herself. Just be by yourself. Learn to enjoy you.
What does Martel have between his legs? It talk? What does it do?
Girl,
I heard it
I've
was
been
the
trying to
tongue.
figure
It's
that
Jesus.
not
out
his
myself.
Vienna sausage. Roy shrunk that up. It's the tongue action.
You can
Mm.
get any man. You can get a lot of men know how to do that.
I
He's the
know.
only
That's what
one.
I'm saying. I'm like, maybe
You
they're
act
like
like
muscle.
Martel is the only man on this earth that can give some tongue action. You got some men that can do it 100 times better than he can.
And do you know he was in the peasant doing that stuff? I'd be disgusted.
Lord.
You
God.
know what?
Jesus.
When you're dealing with a narcissistic man or woman, probably, I don't know, but I know from experience dealing with a narcissistic man, they really don't like sex. They do
They
that to
what?
lure you in. They don't like having sex.
Yeah,
They
sex is
do.
about control only. It ain't
Right,
love or nothing. It's
right.
just to
And it's
get his heart on.
and
That's it.
once they have it with you, you're only gonna have sex with that narcissistic man whenever they either want something from you or if it's convenient for you or whatever. But no, they keep you spinning on that wheel. They're not going to do that.
Well, allegedly, that is what
Is
D
she?
Destiny is. She's a narc like he is. So that's why she goes through so many people.
Well,
She
yeah,
a
that's
freak.
true.
Destiny's a
Yeah,
freak.
different.
Dancing up on that woman. Dancing up on that
Well,
woman.
she needs to improve.
Yes.
She needs to improve her lap dance skills from what we
I
saw. That
know.
was a hot mess.
But I'm
And
just
she
saying she a
didn't have
super
no
freak.
shame in it at all.
No. She was all over the lady. She a super freak. Oh, Jesus. Lord have
I
She's
mercy.
was
a
like,
broke
what?
freak. That's
I
what you
said,
call it.
does she not know this is all over the web?
Yeah,
She
she
didn't
know.
care,
She ain't care.
allegedly.
Real quick, guys. Real quick, give me 1 second. Is 456 watching? If you guys could please hit the like for me. We have 200. Okay, ladies, carry on.
Goodness.
But why would we want that Big
Ladies,
Bird outfit and what she looked like when she took that photo out? I just,
Looking
I
like
don't
Big Bird at the
know.
photo shoot. Boy. Oh, Destiny.
Jeez, that was bad.
that outfit was a
I
mess.
think,
It's like, why does
A
all of the
mess.
dresses that she wears, why do they all fall apart? Because the
I
Big
know.
Bird dress was falling apart. Her reunion
mm-hmm,
dress was a mess. What's going
mm-hmm.
on with that? My goodness.
And then she also
What
for
is her point on the show? Other than claiming to be Martell's friend, what is her point on the show, period?
She doesn't have
I
a
don't
point.
know.
Nothing.
She doesn't have one.
Yep, nothing.
So she can go as well.
Trying to get
Well,
mail
we
back.
know that. Somebody said that they think she's in love with Melody.
She
I do
acted
too.
like it
I'm
the other
not gonna
night.
lie. I think so.
I think
She
so
did.
too.
And after that lap dance thing,
Yes.
she is a les.
She talk, yeah, and she talking about it feel like her and Mel got divorced. I'm like, what? Divorced?
Yeah, she acted
Jesus.
like she won't Mill, but
I think
I
so.
think that it really hit her that I lost a good one, another good one, because she know that those Scots is not into her like that. She know that.
Yeah, but she's been used by the Scots allegedly. So I don't know what my goodness.
I don't know. I just don't know.
Why do
Okay.
everybody have to come to Tisha's rescue?
Cause she weak
I
minded.
don't know. You have to ask
Everybody
Wanda
come
why
to
she
her
wasn't
rescue.
there. I don't know.
That's a weak minded woman.
Yeah,
She is weak
she
minded.
always victim, like Mel said. Now, one of the bloggers also said that she think that Miss Wanda was the one that put out the rumor that Coleslaw might be on the show because she wanted to take the spotlight off of her and Marceau and all of the Scots. And it kind of made sense, but I'm not sure
Mm-hmm.
where the rumor actually came from, and even if it's true or anything like that. But if it is, I know we've already discussed that, but yeah, Letitia, she come up with all this
And Coleslaw is
Unnecessary.
on. And
yeah,
Coleslaw is on. Coleslaw
go
on
on.
OnlyFans. She on OnlyFans. Coleslaw.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess ain't nobody following her because I'm pretty sure someone would have put out something if she says.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm.
She's at
Mm-hmm.
$4.99. She's on
So yeah,
OnlyFans
that
for
makes me wonder
$4.99.
if she's even up there because
Now,
just
was
like
it?
one of her friends had recorded her. One of
I'm
her
thinking
friends had recorded her when she was talking all that stuff about Martell. So if she's on the OnlyFans, somebody's gonna record it and hit the web with it.
No, I just feel like she's so obsessed with her body and showing her body and showing her ass.
What body?
Well,
I know, but she
yeah.
thinks she got one. She thinks she got one.
Well,
Though.
they
She
said
don't, but she thinks
they
she do.
said it was another. They said it was another streaming platform. And I have a screenshot of it. I would have to go back through my pictures, but was it OnlyFans because she put something else?
I
I
thought
think
it was
it's just where you can
Instagram
go live,
subscription.
like you can go live on Instagram.
I thought it was a subscription.
Oh, it's in her description on Instagram that is OnlyFans. Okay, I'll check it while we're chatting here.
So
And not
do y'all, I think that one
So, do you guys think that she's just going? Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say I think Wanda looks really sad, like it has really sunk in that she's off the show. But my thing is, Wanda and whatever her cousin name was, whoever he was in that car, that is you're communicating a threat on someone's life. Did y'all not know that? Did y'all not know y'all could go to jail for making? Everybody in the world knows what you said.
Honey, she has a record long like the others, but I thought she was upset because everybody criticized her food.
Oh
After
yes,
you saw that mess. That was showing up
they
nasty.
drug her.
Oh
They
my
was
goodness.
dragging her last night.
Macaroni foggy the peas on.
They were showing pictures of it looking edible and then hers. And I thought I saw either a pig tongue or something in
It was
the
a
green.
pig.
I
It
don't
was
know
a
what that was.
pigtail. Pigtail in the
finger.
green.
So there was a finger in there. I said, that's a finger.
She had pigtails stuck up in the green.
Oh, God, dog. I feel for those
No
people. I hope
way.
they had
Me too.
Pepto-Bismol or something because that was, woo!
Kaopectate or something. I don't know. Jesus. That macaroni looked horrible. Macaroni and
It
cheese.
did.
That's
She thought
macaroni
she
and
had
cheese?
did something too, y'all. She thought she had did something. But when I tell you them folks was dragging her, and on Sunday, I don't know if anybody listened to Chef Don Don, and I don't know if anybody's on the panel tonight that was actually on his show. They all was playing, one was playing Mel, one was playing Miss Van, one was Basement Billy, the other one. It was so funny, y'all. It was really, really good. That was a good one. Now, they did that one on Sunday.
Really?
Mel had me.
Yes.
Mel had me dying at the relaunch when she walked up to Wanda's table and said, "Let me look at this nasty food." Something she said.
Girl, I said,
Show
Mel
enough
was off the
nasty.
chain.
Show enough don't
Mel
work.
That's
said,
show
show
enough.
enough nasty.
Right. That's
Show
show
enough
enough
nasty,
nasty.
show enough not prepared, show enough looking a hot mess. Ooh.
Mel
I
had me
said,
on
no,
the
Mel
floor
just did.
crying.
I still ain't over here for that show enough nasty this and show enough. She said, I didn't expect you to. Oh,
I was dying laughing. Mel, she let her have it. She let her have it.
Now, did you
but
guys
you know
hear
what?
this? They're saying that. Did you guys hear this? They're saying that cousin Bernard has a YouTube channel.
No. I heard Wanda was saying that hers was up.
Okay. What could he possibly be talking?
Well,
That's
hopefully
great.
it's not choppers anymore.
That's Grady from Sanford and Son.
Absolutely. You're right about that.
Yes, it is.
He looked like Grady.
That's exactly who he looks like. No, it was funny to me when Mel said, Bernard, that's you. I didn't know. She said, you got a problem with me?
A mess.
Man, but you know what? In the beginning, they took Mel's kindness for her weakness. Even I didn't think Mel had all this in her that she has in her, because I was like, why they running over her like that? Why they talking to her like that? Why they treating her like that? But yeah, they took her kindness for weakness, and Mel be getting with you now.
No, the Scotts and Wanda and Bernard act like the plague. They think they could just come on any set and take over. That's the thing. it's just ugh.
And that
I
was the
remember.
plan. I think that was the plan, that the producers were developing storylines around the Scots and around the Bessemer crew. And I think they saw the direct males, especially, began to see the direction of the show. But she was so boggled down with her divorce and custody battles
Mm-hmm.
like that it didn't really dawn on her until, sometimes you have to sit back and just watch things. And I'm pretty
Mm-hmm.
sure Wanda hadn't did what she did and crossed them
Exactly.
lines on those shows, she probably would have gotten that show, because she had already said it, that she wanted her own show. And with Carlos acting the way he was toward her, talking about she was the best, whatever he said, and then he put that battery in her back, and she was off to the races until she was stopped in her track when she put her mouth on them children that she did not have any business doing. And then she called this woman all out of her name, said all kinds of foul things out of her mouth, and people just we did not want to hear it. So people let it be known. And I don't know if
Mhm.
it's gotten to I'm pretty sure it's gotten to the executives and the producers, but with the numbers going back up, I think that's not a problem with the numbers going back up. It could be, but we just have to keep going strong with this blackout. And I think we've already made enough noise, especially when people talking to the producers, to the executives, and talking about boycotting. We're talking about even contacting sponsors of this show, because these people not playing about their money. Carlos think he is the king of reality. He might lose his throne if he keep on going through this with this foolishness. And then he pushed the limit when he bought Pookie on that show. He know people asked him not to do it, and he know why people asked him not to do it, but he still did it. And I hope he pay a big price for what he did.
Well,
Absolutely.
they knew what they were doing. The fact of the matter that
Give me
Mel
one.
didn't
Give
know
me
this was
one
going
second,
on.
ladies. Give me 1 second, ladies. 1 second. Let me add pretty brown eyes. Give me 1 second. Pretty brown eyes. Is that you?
It's me.
We
Dino,
we need to get you a banner, allegedly.
Nah, that banner
Dino.
is reserved for you.
Hey,
I'm
pretty
not
brown
going.
eyes.
I'm not doing it. Hey, everybody.
Hey,
Hey,
Oh, okay. And
Dino.
are you guys? Is the sound?
I'm gonna be
Is the
good
sound
tonight.
still good for everyone? Is the sound still good?
Yeah.
yes,
Okay.
Well, I
I
just
don't know
had to
why it
come up
seems
and
like
just
I
give
have a
my little
delay,
two
but we're
cents.
gonna keep on moving.
Well, who do you want me to say something or y'all still?
Go ahead.
Oh,
No, go
okay.
ahead.
I'm sorry. I'm sitting up here tripping.
Go
Okay.
ahead.
So so I was just in the bushes and I was just looking at the comments and listening to everything. I don't want to repeat what everybody said. But QT, I love your show. I listen to your videos all day, and
Oh, thank you.
I like the way you break down stuff too. You're one of my top five, not just because you let me come up and act the fool, but just because you just are. So anyway,
Oh, thank you.
I feel like that fake whatever that was something that they told Marsu to do in an attempt to change his image. So going forward, I don't feel like Marsu and Letitia are going anywhere. I don't think Kimmy's gonna go anywhere, or Maurice, or any of the
Yeah,
original six.
I don't either.
I don't think any of them are going anywhere. I think because it was so much positive feedback when they saw them all at the table, I think a lot Carlos is thinking about the
Uh-huh.
fans and what everybody wants to see. So he's gonna promote them. And the only problem they have with that is everybody's been riding Mel's coattail, making her their storyline directly or indirectly. That's why what's her name, Dusty, that's why she won't let it go, because she don't really care. But she did look at Mel like how Martell was looking at Mel when he brought those kids to her event, like
absolutely.
like a old long lost love. Like, dang,
Mm-hmm.
I fought my bag. But the thing about it is, you chose. You thought those Scots was gonna be there for you, and you really,
Mm-hmm.
really fumbled the bag on a good friend, not just for monetary reasons, because that helped too, but she fumbled a actually a good friend, somebody that actually generally care about her. Tisha them don't care about her. If they cared about her, why is she on food stamps?
Oh,
Tell me that. Okay, allegedly, but it's not allegedly
I
because that's what
agree.
she said. That's what she said. Why is she getting evicted? Why is all of these bad things happen to her that a couple dollars could cure when you got a $17 million BFF right next door that you can call on the phone.
Let me
not to
tell you
cut you
something.
off,
Tisha is definitely I'm sorry.
not to cut her off. Can I just piggyback? Not to cut her off, but I remember when she did a live maybe a month or so ago, and I was up there and I asked her. I said, is the Scots looking out for you like Mel was? And she said, Strickland, that's my last name. She said, Strickland, you about to get blocked. I said, no, you don't have to block me because I'm gonna block myself.
Well, see, but see, you
Wow.
better than me because I don't follow none of them. I only follow Mel and her mom. I blocked Martell myself when him and Melody went at each other, and I even left a few groups because it's just like the toxicity of it all is just
Hmm.
just too much. I like to
Hmm.
come into these panels and be able to vent with like-minded people, but I'm free to disagree, and I want to go back to whoever that was that came up there and said they want to see Wolverine on the show.
It
Don't
was
nobody
me.
want Coleslaw Wolverine, aka the Ant Body Bandit, aka the werewolf,
I
aka
said
Teen
that
Wolf.
because of the way Queen Sheba had broke it down. That's the reason why I said that. But and honestly, I do not want to see her up there. But the way Queen Sheba broke it down, it was
I,
really interesting.
I watched that. I watched that as well. And what I took from it is that those were reasons that they could bring her on. But Melody, she does not have the right to come on Melody's show and promote
Exactly.
her bogus clothing line or
Hmm.
anything that she has going on. Yes, she don't got to come on there and tell nobody business or anything. But she does not have to come on Melody's show. That's Melody's show. Everybody can say what they
Right.
want to say. She don't.
Right.
She can go on OnlyFans and shake that ant body, grocery booty over there, and
I
not on
agree with
Melody's
you.
platform.
I
So,
agree
so
with you on that. That's not because that, like you said, that's Melody's show.
that's
And as
Melody's show.
disrespectful as she was to that woman, and as she still doesn't have any
So
kind of
why help her get
remorse.
money? Ain't nobody about to. Okay, you're not the first person that did what you did, and just like her, just like Destiny, just like Martell, and all of the others that can't seem to find a way to capitalize from their platform. You're not capitalizing because you're not likable, and you're not likable because every waking moment you're on live, you're downing somebody presenting yourself as the victim, but you were the actual antagonist in the situation. Coleslaw attacked Melody. Destiny attacked Melody. Martell, y'all know he attacks Melody. Marsu attacks Melody. That's why you can't get friends. Nobody watched that episode of Family Feud. You didn't even see more than about 3 or 4 stories about it because nobody cared. And it's like, okay, why do we have to give these people grace? Why are y'all trying to change the image of somebody who is an obvious male chauvinistic, misogynistic a-hole? And that's all Carlos has on his show. Every head of every household is just that.
I agree. They are.
And that's
But
not
you know
Okay,
what?
necessary.
ladies, give me 1 second, ladies. Let me add. Oh, she dropped. It was Cheryl Howard, but she's gone now. Cheryl, if you want
now,
to come back, that's fine.
now, why did you give me the Kevin Hart face when I came up? Because I seen when you put the Kevin Hart face for me, and then that one got the Michael Jackson face. Now, wait a minute. Now, I'm not
I
that
stay
bad.
ready. I, I'll stay ready for you and Anonymous.
Hey, I'm being good.
Told
But
him
I
it
mean,
was
it's
Cam
just stuff
Williams.
that
I
I
don't
was
understand what he means.
it's just stuff that I was thinking about. And Miss McNeil told me to come up. She was like, man, come on up here. I was like, man, I'm staying in the bushes. I'm gonna be good tonight.
You were
But I was like,
awesome, Dino.
hey, I
You were
might as well
awesome,
come and
Dino.
add my little 2 pennies to it. Why not? I
I
didn't
agree
have
with
to
you
show.
though.
So
They don't. None of them deserve a platform if they're gonna keep disrespecting. I mean, it's obvious. Anybody with eyes can see that Mel she is the
Love
je
and
ne
marriage
sais quoi.
Huntsville.
Yeah, she's the je ne sais quoi. This girl, everything she touched turns to gold. Everything.
Mhm.
And I
Sure
mean,
does.
Jay Bolin even said he actually put a post out. I don't know if any of you guys seen that, but he put a post out that said, because somebody was trying to discredit and say that those was his clothes and Mel didn't have nothing to do with it. And he put a long post out that basically said, you're absolutely wrong. She had everything to do with it. Her fingerprint is all over that line that I dropped on Friday. And that was the most clothes that I ever sold in one day. That was the most traction and most people I ever had on my site in one day. Like he literally crunched the naysayers. Like, y'all not gonna do that to her. Y'all not gonna take away her accolades. Like this girl blew me up and he was giving her so many props. So I mean, when it's all said and done, they don't want to give her the props because they just some haters. But it would be no Love and Marriage Huntsville without Melody. That was her
Right.
baby. She birthed it. She was the one that came up with the plan. She was the one, I'm sure, that reached out to Carlos and whoever else to pitch the show. Like she is the brains behind everything. Why they just don't want to get this girl her props?
It's
Right.
misogyny and chauvinism. People don't realize she met Jay Bolin in 2016. They've been working together for a long time. So a lot of she was known in Huntsville and she already had worked with him. But like you said, the je ne sais quoi, she capitalized with the Love and Marriage Huntsville, especially her millimeter fans. Because if you look at the outfits, they're things that all of us could wear of all shapes and sizes. So
And
she's
they're affordable.
exactly.
Yeah.
So she's not looking at it as it is to show like just a design. She wants it for the everyday consumer so you can feel good about yourself. I mean, I remember on a Distillers panel, we were all talking about how everybody on the group was like, well, I tried to get it, but it got sold out. So it's amazing. And I mean, I think, like you said, the Carlos Hotel, septic tank mouth and girdles, Lyrese, and other chauvinists and misogynists hate
Why
to
you call
give
him septic tank mouth?
because his mouth has a lot of septic situations in it. I heard that before from somebody, but the other day. Them teeth are rotting for a reason. That's why I think about that. Okay,
It looked like his breath stank though. That's
yeah, it does because he drinks a lot. I don't think he brushes, but that's a whole other story.
like his
Allegedly, but
tongue
my
running
name
away from his nose.
exactly. But
Ugh.
but my thing is, you can tell that they just can't stand giving credit to a woman, and
Right.
and it's like the same thing happened with Irv Gotti and Ashanti. Irv Gotti with Murder Inc. didn't want to give credit to Ashanti for helping that label get to the R&B level.
Yep.
And it's really sad because I think we're dealing with a lot of people who are, whether it be the patriarch in the religious community, just even on the show, being a microcosm of society, is that they need us to help them, but they only want us to be subservient to them and not be treated as their equal or even surpass them at all.
Anonymous, it just wasn't women. It was not just men that don't want to give her the credit. It's women also. Tisha, Kimmy, all these.
Destiny.
Yeah, but those women are male identified. What I mean
Yes,
by
they are
that
definitely
is
male identified.
they think a man has to be superior. It's a mentality where only a man can achieve the success.
You think Destiny think that when she talking about she got big D energy? It's a lot of women. feeling the same way.
Yeah,
It's
she
not.
Probably
feels
well,
the same way.
allegedly.
That's why she took
Allegedly.
him as a friend. Anybody who has common sense, no, you're gonna pick the one that has money. Melody. Why did she
But
feel the need to stay with Hotel?
because
Because
Melody
Because
propped him
she's
up so
more like
good
They made a
that they
commitment
really
to her
thought he had
marriage.
money. They really thought Martell was the head of it. That's why they all
Right.
ran to
mm-mm.
him.
Child, they
And
Destiny
then
knew
she
that
is
said, "Watch this," and
De-
snatched that rug. And the emperor had no clothes,
he had no clothes. I mean, he was
none.
butt naked, literally,
That's
with
why
a
he
she
got to
Vienna
she
do all his
stayed
sausage.
best work on
she
his
stayed with
knees.
Martell because she's more like Martell than she would like to admit it.
She acts just
True.
like Martell, if you ask me.
Yeah, she
Mm-hmm.
is.
She acts just like
Just like
him.
Letitia is just like Wanda.
Yeah,
Right.
That's why I didn't
because
understand how she became an
Oh, that's
AKA.
unfortunate.
I listened to Letitia talk, and she talked just like Wanda. She say "dare" for there. She enunciates and emphasizes her T's, and she says the even and email, and she
That's
it's
what
like
Kit Kat
she
says.
has to
She said
exaggerate all of
criteria.
the stuff.
Chad, I still need an
You know,
Ebonics dictionary to understand what she talked about in her as well as Wanda. I can't figure it out at all.
but I
you know,
want to know why
I
she
think
kept
her
talking about
like
them pigtails in that dry looking greens.
Baby.
That's a pigtail.
I think those people
I
were
know it looked like
unalive
something
after the
else, but that's
funeral.
a
That was sad.
pigtail.
How is everybody feeling about Kiki coming on now? I mean, if everybody's has had time to think, and when she did that interview with Chef Don Don, I'm not really feeling her because
Me either.
one, she was talking too fast. She never gave him a chance to even hardly ask her a question, and she was just like rambling and going. I'm not feeling Kiki like that anymore.
She said a
I
whole
think
lot
you
of
gotta
nothing.
give Kiki some grace because she's not used to doing interviews like this.
Well, the problem is
Imagine,
I don't want any Scots around. I'm getting
mark my
tired of these
words.
Scots.
If Kiki get on that show, Kiki is gonna be one more for the other side, and she's gonna
Absolutely.
turn on Mel quicker than you could say, "If my soul, with
Yes,
my
absolutely.
soul."
And then
As
did you
soon
see
as
that part
they
when she was saying big old strong muscle?
right,
I was like,
soon as
what is
they
wrong
put
with her?
that cape over her like they used to put on James Brown and walk her away, she gonna turn her back on Melody. Watch.
Mm.
Watch what I tell
I'm
you.
what
I'm
do you
just
think
not
about
feeling her.
Stormy?
And you know what? I can agree
Stormy's a
with that,
pick
ladies,
me.
because Wanda has already quieted Kiki down
She sure
She sure
did.
because
did.
she was
She
ready to
did.
go after her life, and then she talked to Wanda, you know.
Right.
So yeah, I agree.
I don't trust her. I just don't.
Me
Because if
either.
you got all of the hillbillies and Bernardo and Marceau and all of those people, and she wants to be accepted by the other side of the tracks people, she has always longed for their acceptance all her life because her dad kept her away from them because yeah, they're kleptomaniacs allegedly. They steal, they fight, they do everything that they shouldn't be doing, and you're somewhat of a good girl, and we're raising you right over here. We don't want you to go on the other side of the tracks with your cousin. But
Right.
she always wanted to be with her cousin. So soon as she got old enough, guess what she did? She ran over there with her cousin, and Tisha was always her roommate. She always lived with her. They were best friends when they were able to be.
I have a question. This going back to some of Melody's products. If y'all remember back in a few months ago, Mel was supposed to release Sugar Mama's products on Labor Day, and we haven't heard any more from that. I know we had at least one attorney on the panel. Now, is there any way, and I don't know if you can answer this or not, that Martell can get his hands on anything dealing with those children? You know that because they in their own rights gonna, do real well as kids, maybe kids actors or whatever. But if this product bring in money and is based upon Sugar Mama, I wonder if Martell trying to put any claims because he been real quiet. He's very conniving too. So
Not if
He
it
no.
depends how it with the divorce and the dissolving of the businesses. What happens with the divorce is basically everything is kind of stopped.
I'm not an attorney, but it would seem as if Martell wants to capitalize off his
Martell,
children. He would
Yeah, but
have
he's
to
not going to be
do.
able to. He
He
has
would
to.
have. He would have to come up with Sugar Mama something to capitalize off Sugar Mama and name it something else because Mel has her stuff trademarked.
exactly.
Yeah, but
I
So he
his
mean, it's
can't
the
get
problem
same
nothing
is.
thing as
from
the
what
book.
Melody does
Like,
with those
Yeah, but
kids.
it's the court order though. The
but
judgment.
isn't it the same thing as the book? Because he
Yeah,
has a
but
book.
it's he can't
Melody
get
wouldn't
it.
get none of that.
He
Would
can't.
like
No.
If
He
you get
can't
a
get
good
it.
attorney, you might be able to be. You might be surprised. But
Yeah,
I was
but
just curious.
well, his
It would
problem is
seem like
the divorce, he didn't get any type of child support or alimony. They just split everything and each person was on to his own. So whatever he did, if he wanted to get something in the future, his attorney needed to be smart and put it into that divorce decree. So
right.
I think he's kind of
I think the only
he's
thing
out.
that Martell could probably do to be a hole is stop her from filming. But if you stop her from filming, she could stop you from filming. And his whole identity, really now, and this is how he attracts and gets women, is posting his children and filming with his children. So it would seem like that's probably the only angle he could take. You know how like Kenya Moore's husband made them blot out the baby's face,
But you know how
and
coleslaw
stuff like that.
like
And
to
some
say
people don't let you film your kids. So
you're
I
Yeah, but
don't.
using.
you were talking about him getting residuals from the children. I think he lost that with the divorce
Oh, okay,
judgment. He
I,
right.
I
had to.
want to say that he probably wouldn't be able to get anything, especially if she releases it under the guidance of Seventh Avenue. I think
Correct.
there's
That's
a
what I
reason
meant.
why she's
It's
And
using
that's
the name Sugar
exactly
Mama as opposed to
right.
Milani.
But he don't even call the baby Sugar Mama. He's like, I
That
don't call her
I
that.
agree
I
with that.
think that's
Simply
He
the reason
beautiful.
resents Sugar
why
Mama's
she.
name. But
I
that
think
don't
that's
yeah.
the
mean he
reason
won't
why
try
she
to go
named
after.
it Sugar Mama.
Yeah, if he wanted to get something, he needed with his attorney to fight harder in that divorce to have some type of residual.
I
By
Well,
him
honestly
not
Cause
doing
feel
that,
he
that's
he
was
where he
was
messed
so
2 years
up.
busy
old.
trying to
Remember,
hurt her. He was
he
so
was.
busy
Well,
trying to hurt her that
One at a
he
time, ladies.
yeah.
One at
I would think that if he tried to get anything, then Mel will force his hand because then she will want to see what did he set aside for the kids with the book. Did he take all the profits from the book and use it, or did he set aside something for them because they were co-authors on that book?
Good point. So that's why I said he's using the kids to make money, but
So he
hers is
can't
more
stop her from
successful.
making money using the kids. He can only
Correct.
make money off of what he does with those kids.
Correct.
right,
That's why I said
And
Correct.
it's
nobody
right.
likes him,
and
so he's not gonna make no money.
right. And
So
that's
yeah.
it.
sorry.
But let me
Right.
just say
And
this
Mel,
though.
like this person is saying, give me 1 second. Like Miss Keita Johnson is saying, Mel is very smart. Everything that she's done has been successful. Martell
So
can't touch anything when it comes to whatever
her
she
stuff.
has going on now, even with the kids that she start. But I agree with Simply
Exactly.
Beautiful
Mhm.
that most likely it'll be under 7th Avenue, and that's all her. So yeah.
Yep,
Yeah,
yep.
when they dissolved everything, that's why I said I don't think he was thinking clearly because he should have
He
kept the
was.
original agreement of him keeping 15% of Embrace.
I was just
But
going
you
to
Because
know,
say
with
that.
but
huh?
Anonymous, he was thinking clearly. He was just trying to hurt. He see that's again his
He got greedy.
narcissism.
He got
He
greedy.
was so busy trying to hurt her, just dissolve everything. In his mind,
Yeah.
he was thinking that dissolving the businesses was going to hurt her. If you go back and watch that scene when they were at the
Mhm.
lawyer's office and she was like, "Okay, what you want?" She was giving him a chance to say, like, Mel is one of those people that you could tell she let you just hang yourself because she was like, "What you want to do about Embrace?" And he was
Mhm.
like, "Just dissolve it." He was being so nasty that he was actually hurting his own self. And she was like, "You sure?" And he said, Yeah, I'm sure. Like, because in his mind, she gonna have to dissolve it. That's gonna hurt her. But in her mind, she's so smart. She was thinking, okay, dum dum, because I already know that I'm gonna start this other business over here, and you ain't gonna have nothing to do with it. However, if you would have said that you wanted a small percentage of embrace, I might would have let you. Like, because remember, she still kind of loved this man. So I
Well, I
don't
don't
know
know
if
if it
y'all
was
remember
love.
But
It
that
can
was
I
it
say
scene.
was
something real
more
quick?
to settle
Can
it.
I
It
say
was to
can I say
settle.
something? When the only part of the embrace, that was the only thing he contested when they had that conversation.
Right. Absolutely. He
He
wanted
wanted
15%.
15%. He was like, I know we agreed on 50%, but since I took you to the this, that, and I put in most of the work with you and things of that nature, I want 50%.
That's
And Mel
right.
Yeah.
He
said,
did say that.
Mel
That's right.
said,
He did. He,
dissolved. That's
he
what
said he
Mel did.
wanted everything. He didn't want to have nothing to do with none of the businesses that they had other
Started
than
to
embrace.
Except embrace. Except
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
embrace.
he
That was
did.
the one.
He
He wanted
did. He
50.
was being a, yes, he did.
He
You're
was
See,
right.
being an a-hole and greedy.
he was
He did.
Yep.
thinking, but he let his pride get the best of him and started
Yes.
being greedy.
Yes.
And Mel said, dissolved.
Dissolved. And then he
But
had
did
the
y'all
nerve
see?
to
Did
That's what
y'all
say,
see
I'm
how
saying.
confident?
He wasn't smart because he needed leapfrog, y'all. What do they tell you? Like, remember the Cosby Show? By it was in syndication, you had what? Residual income.
Yeah.
If the business was working well, he would have food now instead of being in Marlene's basement up here going from people to people. I mean, start thinking. Just
Right. Let me tell y'all the reason I ask this is because we know how when Mel say she's going to do something, she give us a date and she release it when she says she's going to release it. Well, she said she was going to release those products on Labor Day, and because Martell is so, and it's not nothing. I'm just putting the questions out here because that man is so sneaky, and he thinks he can outsmart everybody. And like you say, he lost that he really lost big time when he said he didn't want to have anything to do with any of the businesses that they had together. So that's why Mel dissolved. And did y'all hear Slaw when she said, I made him make that BITCH change the name?
Mm-hmm.
he
Mm-hmm.
didn't make Mel
Marsha.
do anything. Once Mel dissolved Embrace, she had to come up with a new name. Like, I don't
Exactly.
know what it is about her and Hotel, but they're
special
meant for
ed
each
kids,
other.
call them that, boo boo. Everything else anonymous says is alleged. Yes,
They
special ed kids.
piggyback off of everything Melody does. He only named the incest wine after his grandma because Melody named 7th Avenue after
Her
her
grandmother.
grandmother in the street that they grew up on. They all copy cat everything she does. Have y'all noticed y'all haven't saw Destiny sing a note, have you?
Haven't
Cause
saw
guess
Destiny.
cause guess
What?
what
Destiny
boss
what?
guess what Moneybag said? I ain't singing on the show if she's singing. If she wanna sing, let her sing. Because Destiny wanted to ride Melody's coattail. That wasn't by design because you can't drive at night. Destiny threw that out there and threw her temper tantrum and thought Mel was gonna do what Stormy did and kiss her behind to be cool with her. And Melody was like, let's just normalize us not being cool. You feel me? I
Mm-hmm.
just want to be able to film, and she even told me, oh, not me, but she even said on her interview that her cordial is being somewhere and just ignoring you while you're there. That's her cordial.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So she has no intentions on really rekindling or doing anything with those people. And if Carlos thinks he's gonna get the original six back together, two of them are not together, and Melody is not gonna do anything with them people to help them
Right.
make any money and let them capitalize off of her celebrity, off of her popularity.
Well, she said she turned down a
So
business
can I ask
offer.
a question?
Right. She's not gonna help them
So
make money
Basement Billy has been mighty awfully quiet as well. What's going on with him?
Because he made
because
himself look like a damn fool.
because
Okay.
he spilled Kimmy T.
Right.
Yeah.
He
Right.
spilled Kimmy T trying to talk in circles like his little brother.
Oh, oh, dang. I didn't think about that. So y'all think he being quiet because
They
he
told
done
him shut
outed.
the F up.
Yeah, because
We
now
outed their
no one
plot.
people don't really like Kimmy. Like even people are definitely
Correct.
empathizing with her being sick, and
Right.
again I send her positive energy, all that good stuff. But now everybody knows she a snake, so it's like oh yeah, that makes sense. I never thought about
Yeah,
that.
this
Yeah,
was the
Mm-hmm.
one time that
shut your
Maurice
A
was able to
up.
quiet him down.
Yeah, shut up
Mm,
because you making it worse. Because
Right,
mm,
because
you was
he
all
was
right
so
when you came on the show and you was all right doing all the little stuff you was doing, but now you in the interview trying to out talk everybody, and you really is like low key cuckoo bird.
hanging
Not really
everybody.
allegedly, but allegedly you cuckoo bird. So you sitting
Mm-hmm.
up there talking too much. Because one thing
Mm-hmm.
about it, if you
mm.
let a person talk long
They
enough,
gonna
you
tell
gonna
on
hear
themselves.
they gonna
Mm-hmm.
tell everything you want to know
Yep.
and extra.
But you know
Mm.
what? I think Kimmy set him up though. Remember, he was the first one that said she was a side chick. So, okay, you say I'm a side chick, I'm gonna get you back. So it's more like tic tac, tic tac.
Well, I
That's
don't
why
think
Kimmy
she
was
set
the
him
bottom.
up. They set
Mm-mm.
him up. They had shut him up from the side chick talk. Maurice
Mm-hmm.
finally settled that. That was all attack against Melody and her mom in an attempt
Mm-hmm.
to get them and distract everybody from what everybody else doing because this clown is performing. So let's just keep looking at him. And when
Mm-hmm.
everybody stop, oh, now he's saying, oh, on Friday, if Mel and her mom or the two people he didn't say their name, if they don't contact me or inbox me or call me and tell me to take it down, I'm gonna release the tape. Where the tape at? That was
Where
last
Yes.
is the
Friday.
tape? Like I want to say, I
That was
want to
last
do a
Friday.
chant. Where's the tape? Where's the tape?
Nah, don't call Beetlejuice, baby.
he
Don't say it no more. Don't
he
say
don't
Beetlejuice
have
and
no
Candyman
tape.
more than 3 times because he will appear.
Well, you know,
That is very true.
That Wednesday before Mel's birthday, I think it was Chef Don Don. He was on, and I don't know what Basement Billy had did, but he had invited him. He was like, come on over here, Basement Billy."
I
Da da
was
da
on
da
that
da.
live. Yeah,
And he wouldn't even come over there. I
he
inboxed him.
ended up going up there. He
He
ended up
came.
going up there.
Did he?
Yeah, but the
And what did he
Starbucks,
say?
the
The
same thing.
usual, the
The same
usual
thing.
stuff.
Nothing.
Mm,
What Basement Billy fails to understand is he started this. The minute that he
Mm-hmm.
mentioned Miss Van's name on that podcast, you opened the door. You can't
Mm-hmm.
start at chapter 3. Let's start at chapter 1. It was you, and then it was your
Mm-hmm.
brother mentioning a sex tape, and then you were mentioned on the show. But you can't start in the middle and forget where you started this at.
It was him and
mm,
Kyle.
Yep.
Because he would never answer what
mm.
Chef Don kept asking him, and Jeremy kept asking him is, why are you attacking this woman who didn't do nothing to you when your brothers was the one that brought your name up? Kimmy was
Right.
the one that brought your name up. That lady has not said your name. She just said you was friends. She
Them,
helped you.
them bringing his name up is negated by the fact that he first brought up Miss Van's name with Kiowa. So it
Right.
doesn't even
Absolutely.
Mm,
matter.
Right. And he just kept trying to go back to reference this video at 4 minutes. This episode 2, 4 minutes in. That's where they. It's like this man is obsessed. He probably watched that where she says his name so he could hear her voice. Probably.
She didn't even
So,
say
so
anything
do
wrong.
y'all think that brother Micah is like them, like Maurice and
Yeah.
Marcel?
Yep.
All
You
of them the
think so?
same.
Yep.
mm,
Because
Micah
even with
wife
the
act like
Kiki
Micah
situation,
wife
he
seem
put
like
up
he
a
wanna
post
play
about
with him.
Kiki.
Yeah, he put
He
up
did
a
what?
post about Kiki. He sure
Yep.
did.
They
But did
all
Who
the
y'all
did?
see
same.
this post? Did y'all
what did he
see
say?
did y'all see Marceau made like a dedication to Kimmy on his page to outdo his
I
brother
saw that.
showing
Yes.
showing love to his wife? They they
Mm-hmm.
they are literally having
Narc.
a ruler contest with each other, an eggplant contest about who could show the most love and get the most attention
But
for showing
simply,
her love
I'm sorry.
and making her illness about him.
Pretty brown eyes.
Yes, ma'am.
Pretty brown eyes.
I'm here.
I, okay, I'm sorry. I have a delay, ladies. But he had to, in my opinion. Could you imagine if he didn't say anything about Kimmy?
No, I don't have no problem with her husband saying something
So
about
you
her. I'm talking about Marceau. If anybody was supposed to say something, it should have been Tisha. He is
She's
so
talking about the
busy.
competition between the brothers. They
Oh,
always
oh,
try to
oh,
say
yeah,
stuff.
yeah. He made a bigger dedication than his brother did. QT. It's like they're in competition.
Yeah, and he had a gospel song and something else he had up there for Kimmy.
Yeah, he made a whole full
mm-hmm.
blown. I ain't even see you tell your wife happy birthday, but you talking about your brother wife and this, that, and the third. Why your wife didn't make it? She was the one fake crying. But I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry.
See there. I
I
thought
feel
I was
like
the only one
they
that felt that way.
I feel like they redid that for the show. I feel like they been had new, and she
I
been
think
new.
so too.
And I think even after they cut that, I think she still told Mel. That's just what I think. But I don't get paid for thinking
Mm-hmm.
about that.
You
That's
get
your
But you know
job.
paid to
what?
be a
One of
legend,
the
bro.
things that
Pretty
one of the
much.
things that will
I
really
mean, I get
one of
paid
the things
to think at
that's
my
gonna really
job, but I
keep.
don't get paid to think about love and marriage Huntsville. I just come on here for grins and giggles, child.
But you know, one of the things that's gonna make Kimmy more sicker, worrying about Maurice because you know he's a man that he says he's got to have S three
Oh, he's
times
gonna
a day,
outsource it.
and you know she's already saying, you know, I'm sick, I can't do anything with him or for him. Of course, she's gonna think that he's out there cheating on her because if we go back to whenever Martell had the wine thing in Atlanta, Kimmy looked like she was terrified that night. She was talking to Tisha at Black.
They
Yep.
both were.
Yes, that was really terrified. You could see it all over their face. So if she was feeling like that, not knowing of the sea that she has going on, can you imagine what she's feeling right now?
But guess what they did when they were sitting there and they were terrified?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Blame Mel. They was like, and she had the nerve. Just because your husband cheated, that don't mean mine. That lady divorced. She trying to tell y'all something good, but y'all don't want to listen. But
She was the
so
Hmm.
go
only
ahead.
one
Them
sleeping
jokers is
peacefully
with
that night.
linebackers. They is with linebackers, and I'm sure Melnika allegedly is the king linebacker because she definitely got broad shoulders. I wouldn't want to
Hmm.
fight him. I thought she was
Child.
gonna fight Martell, to be honest, when he said what he said.
Mm.
Well, she wasn't gonna fight Mel. She was shook when Mel walked in that salon.
All
Well,
they
I
did
think
was
she
look at her.
respects Melody. I think she respects her.
I
I
think
really
Melody
do.
knows the truth and she knows not to play with Melody.
Well, that too. Well, but that's a form of respect, right?
I
Because
don't
Yeah.
even if
I
somebody talk behind your back, they got enough respect not to say it to your face, right?
I don't think it's a form of respect, especially if we was messing with that woman's husband.
Not respect in the way like she won't do nothing to her, like how you respect your mom. She just respects her in the way that she's going to stay covert with what she's doing and stay, peaceful. And
She
she's gonna
doesn't
still
go
do
out
her
the
little
way
stuff
to
behind the scenes
degrade
like she
Melody.
been doing. She ain't gonna rock the boat with Melody
Yeah, she
because
don't go out the way to disrespect her. As well. I noticed that too, pretty brown eyes.
cause she rocked the boat with Melody. Guess what Melody's gonna do? You're gonna get off the boat. Go walk the
Hmm.
plank with Wanda. Go walk the
True,
plank. You're
true.
walking the
Mm-hmm.
plank. Because if
For the
you're gonna
thing,
make me feel threatened on my job, I'm getting you from around me. So she has to play the role. She don't
Let me
disrespect Mel.
just
She
say,
take up for Melody.
yeah, let me say this also. I noticed that both Maurice and Marceau put some pictures of Kimmy on their Facebook. If I was her, I would not let them do that because
right?
that I would. Now she doesn't have it, and I'm pretty sure she may not. I mean, I'm not pretty sure, but she may not be able to do it. But I wouldn't. Neither one of them should have put those pictures on that page like that. They should have put pictures of her in her healthy state and then said, something inspirational. But putting those pictures out there like that, that's outrageous to
That's
me.
attention for them. That's just like how
Yeah.
when Martell dress his kids up and take the
Mhm.
pictures. Does he get 1,000 likes off of when
Mhm.
he posts his children and get 50 likes when he posts his wine?
That's why it's
So
outrageous. That's why I say it's
Yeah.
exactly.
They're
That's
they're
something.
exploiting her. They're
I'm
exploiting
sorry,
her
but I
for
don't
likes.
feel like they could care 1 second about her.
I agree. I
They
don't know.
find
We
Why,
it.
care.
That's
why,
about
why Kevin
them
Hart
and
peeking
the
Prosperity,
around the corner?
sympathy
prosperity is this you? Give me 1 minute,
and the
ladies.
attention they gonna get.
Give me 1 minute, ladies. 1 minute. Prosperity, is this you? 1 minute, ladies.
Yes, it's me.
Prosperity, is this you?
Hey, sis.
It's me.
Okay. Thick girl.
Hey,
Hello.
Hi.
hey. All right,
Hello.
let me remove the overlay and to the 500
Yeah, because I
that's
was trying to
watching.
figure
Thank
out
you
why
guys so much.
I
Please
was
hit the
trying to figure
like
out why
button for
Kevin
me.
Hart was peeping around the corner.
Oh. Well, it's just sad that they're all using her illness,
What's
and
going
I
on,
wouldn't be
prosperity?
surprised. Oh,
That's what
I'm
made
sorry.
me come up because I said the same thing just not too long ago. Like he talking about if when God is for us, this ain't about us. This is about her.
They
This is
made it
Mm-hmm.
her
about
journey.
them.
Ain't none of y'all feeling none of this pain, but y'all gonna exploit her illness to make y'all look sympathetic. Y'all ain't going through nothing.
But to me, Maurice don't even
Hmm.
seem sincere.
Hey,
Neither
Keita.
one of them are.
No. Well, Marshall was eliminated, but Maurice as being her husband, he didn't even seem sincere. Take that scene
They had
back
to
to
make him
Saturday,
touch her.
whenever, yeah, when he told her, well, if it something, that means you go home and cook. Really?
He's an idiot.
Even when she was talking to him, the producer had, I don't care what nobody said, the producers literally had to tell him to hug her. Because she sat there bawling her eyes out, and he did
You're
not touch this
kidding.
lady until
Wait,
almost
wait,
the
wait.
end of
He
the
hugged
thing.
Tisha.
I
When is he standing there telling
Jesus.
Tisha the information and she was
Thank
fake
you, Vibrant
crying?
Things.
He hugged Tisha. Why
And
you
why
don't
in the
hug your
world was
wife?
Letitia even told before Jalen and the rest of the people?
That's how you
Right.
know you know they already knew, and they just videotaped that over because Tisha was smiling. She looked like
That's
the Joker
right.
Right.
in that.
Tisha was so fake. I mean,
And she's a horrible actress. She came outside. Hey, what y'all doing? What's going on? Y'all, she was so fake when she came out that door, y'all. I mean, her acting skills are below zero. That scene was definitely set up. She already knew the information before she told
hmm
her. She knew.
Yeah, you
hmm
don't go to a party or somebody's hosting a party and tell them nothing like that. That would be.
Exactly.
I don't even see Kimmy doing nothing like that in real life. Like that ain't
No.
even no.
On what
Facts. I'm
planet?
glad you said that. Oh my goodness.
On
With
what planet are
right,
you
Totally
and
gonna
with
inappropriate.
be
small children.
getting a
Right.
notice like that? Getting that type of news. On what planet are you gonna go tell Tisha you're gonna go tell your son, and you're gonna go tell your mom and your sister? You're not gonna go tell Tisha of all people. It's
And you're
like
not
they're
gonna have a
trying to.
period bag in your hand as you're telling them and tell her that you
Right,
just wanted to give her some pads. Like, no.
girl,
You ain't
please.
think about no pads and nothing else.
Yeah, that was
I
a bunch
agree,
I
of
bet you,
prosperity.
I
caca.
bet you Maurice is the one that convinced her to
Mm-hmm.
keep filming. Kimmy
Mm-hmm.
don't even look like she really want to film, y'all. To me, she don't.
hmm
I
I
hmm
told
bet
She
y'all,
you
don't.
Kimmy has
Maurice.
been beaten down. Kimmy used to
Yep.
be so loud and boisterous. Kimmy is like this now.
hmm She
You
kind
can
of like
barely hear her
she
voice.
where she's so unhappy. We can see that on her face, and she's so unhappy, and it's like she just what was I thinking when I married this guy? What was
That's what
wrong with
I
I'm
me?
hope this
saying.
makes her wake
Was
up.
I
I hope
drunk?
this cancer scare.
She
When she finished her chemo, and she ring that bell. She ring the bell and she ring the damn lawyer at the same time. Cause
trust me.
I don't like this for her. This ill.
Tell
Me
it,
Mm-mm.
either.
Prosperity.
Well,
I
I
think
hope
she
she
needs
do.
to make sure her son is on the deed to the
That's
house.
what I
Oh
was
my
just gonna
goodness.
say.
Yes,
She better
yes,
leave
because
everything to Jalen. She better
he
leave
don't like
everything to
Jalen.
Jalen.
I
He
want
don't
Jalen
like
to stop working
Jalen.
for
He's
them people.
jealous. He's jealous of Jalen
He's jealous
because
of him.
that's
Absolutely.
somebody that she loves. He wants to be God to her. He don't want her to have anybody in front of him. I think he took Coleslaw Dog and her support dog too, and took them somewhere so she wouldn't have nobody but him. That's just my
But you know what? I
Maurice
think
is a
Kim is
boy.
kind of like Mel, and even with myself dealing with a narcissistic person, when you don't know what that is, You just don't know what it is. And you'll sometimes say, well, oh, they're just having a bad day. But now there's more knowledge out about narcissistic people. So,
Mm-hmm.
you can kind of make it more understandable. But when you first begin to deal with something like that, you're clueless. You don't know that you're being taken advantage of.
You
You
don't
don't
know
know
you're
that they're
being,
abusing you.
well, you might not know that you're being taken advantage of, but you know that you're not happy.
You know
And
something
Right.
ain't right.
you know that something is not right. You might not can't put your finger on it. We call it toxic, but it's
And I
really
can
that's what it is.
Right, and I can see Kimmy walking on eggshells. I walked on eggshells. Walking on eggshells is you're afraid to speak your mind. If I say
Mm-hmm.
this, how is he gonna feel? If I say that, how is he gonna feel? Oh, I better not say that. Oh,
Kimmy is a
that's a
former
terrible
shell of
feeling.
herself, and I wish she go back to the Kimmy we knew when she first got on
Yeah,
this thing, because
that's a
I don't
terrible
like it.
feeling to be that way around someone else. I'm telling y'all, it doesn't feel good at
I know
all.
exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah. Well, I unfortunately she done drank the Kool-Aid and she is stuck with him, and I don't think that she will leave him for any reason.
I hope
And
this life altering, life changing moment helps her see that this is not.
He was
Hmm.
not worth it. He's getting bigger. He can't even wear. He only
He
wears a
sure
blue suit.
is. Did you see
Good
him in that
gracious.
car when he was driving her? But you know what? Kyle told Kimmy. She said, "You're gonna see." She told her that. She said, "You gonna see."
They are a cult. Them men are cult leaders in the making.
for real.
That's why they want. That's why they want Scott Manor. I'm trying to tell y'all, they trying to alienate them women from everything that they know that is right. And they got Tisha, and they getting Kimmy.
Where
And
did
the
they learn
problem,
this from? That's
yeah,
what
the
I'm
problem
getting at.
I'm a
these type
damn their
men
daddy.
also is that when you try to take up for yourself or stand up for yourself and they feel disrespected, they make your life miserable. And that's
Hmm.
what he's doing to her because she was trying to stand up to herself, but he was cutting her off. He told her on that bed when she was talking to Martell, he shut her down there and on several other scenes, he just shut her completely down.
When they had that
Mhm.
meeting with Martell, he shut her down.
That to
Well,
make him upset
he
because
made
she
her be friends with Tisha. Remember,
He
she
sure
said
did.
if you wasn't my dang on sister-in-law, we
Sister-in-law.
No,
wouldn't
they
be
said the
friends
family
because you
did that. They said the
you
family,
give
the
you
whole
give what you
family
don't
did that.
need. Right. You get you want what you do not give. And Tisha don't
I
give nobody nothing.
I
But
don't
we
know
knew
how
that when they
old
put that
Kimmy is, but
mule.
she definitely got to have at least 15 years on Tisha. So I can see how they don't have nothing in common.
Right, but y'all,
Mhm.
I knew they were back ish crazy and misogynistic when they put them boys on that mural and left their daughters off. Because there is no way that that would have happened in my household, my life, and nowhere around me. What are you making your daughters think? They not worth it. They not worthy of being on the
Yep.
wall.
You better go in
Mm.
there and wash them dishes.
I just didn't like it whenever he started getting with Kimmy and he was talking about her son. And like keep saying about myself, dealing with a narcissistic person, I have two sons, but I always let them know my sons do not need another daddy. They have one.
Hmm.
You don't need to say nothing to my kids because see, you don't make me laugh.
But
Like
him,
this is it.
but him and Jalen are the same age mentally.
Seriously.
I was getting ready to say she never
Seriously,
grew up with
Prosperity.
him.
Say that.
He's a little
Say
boy.
Oh gosh, I couldn't deal with that. I'd be by myself.
they
Right, a
all looking
misogynistic little boy. It ain't no way.
it's like they all have surrogate mothers that they
And then,
torment and use to take care of them, but at the same time they treat them like crap, like they
hmm
because they hate their
just like
moms.
they
They
did their
all hate
mother.
their moms.
I guarantee you that's how they treated their mother.
Mm.
You don't just start doing this with the women that you marry. You don't just start that. No, that started at home.
Yeah, but
Mm.
I didn't like them making this about them. And Marcel, like, sit
Who
down
could put the
somewhere.
worst music? Who could put the saddest music on the video?
Because he wants the greatest response. Now everybody's patting him on the back and we're even talking about it because he posted it. You see what I mean? He wanted the glory and the attention from that. That's what he wants.
So
That's
you
why
think
he
he's
saw
gonna
it.
make Kimmy's life, what she's going through, part of his storyline as well?
I think they're all going to because they
Oh,
can't
Tisha
Mhm.
talk
about to get
about
sick.
Mel. Mel finna make them stop talking about
Absolutely.
her. Y'all
Tisha
finna
about to
Mhm.
talk
get
about
sick, and
something
I don't care what
else.
Yep.
nobody says.
And
I
She
that's
is
why
agree,
sick.
they
pretty brown.
made her stay on the show. They made her. That's why Maurice convinced her to stay on the show, because I think all he could see was dollar signs. His irises and his eyes turned to dollar signs, and he knew this is going to be a storyline. This will be the worst time for us to leave the show.
But
Now we
Hmm.
actually got something to talk about. We can deflect away from cheating and all of that stuff, and kind of stay on your, because I'll be honest, when I did watch the episode, that Kimmy part had me a little, had me
I
I was
was
emotional,
mad.
confused.
Sympathetic,
because she's
very
really not
sympathetic.
acting. Kimmy's not
Right.
Hmm.
acting. Kimmy
But
is really, those emotions coming from Kimmy are real. She's crying real tears.
I
She's
agree.
really going through this. She's really afraid. She's really having a hard time dealing with it. To me, what I see from her is real. So when I do see her, it does get me emotional. But everybody else around her, they're acting.
It's just
They're
a day
just
at the
Mhm.
acting.
office.
but guess
Yep.
what else this is gonna open up? You about to bring somebody else up, QT?
I just don't like her bone
Yeah,
collector.
Well, guess what?
let me make sure
Okay.
this is Simply Beautiful. Is this you, Simply Beautiful?
Yeah, it is. My
Simply
phone got too
Beautiful?
hot. Yep, it's me.
Well, y'all
Okay,
get.
no problem. And
Well, y'all
real
guess.
quick to the floor. Thank you guys so much. Please make sure to like the video for me. And carry on, ladies.
Well, guess what else this is gonna open up, y'all?
What?
This is gonna open up what they love to do: nonprofit. They're about to start all of these
For
foundations
sure.
and organizations to funnel money to themselves to supplement their income. Guarantee it. They just had an event,
You
and
I'm
probably
not.
just gave,
I
what
they
wasn't.
so dumb.
generation
You
want
probably just gave them the idea,
allegedly,
pretty brown eyes.
no, because they already had the molding for boobs. They already had that where people donated and gave money to that.
And that falls
Oh.
under their impact organization. And I'm pretty sure at this point, Kimmy, she says she always want to help at least one person. And I'm pretty sure she don't like the way she's looking as a woman when she allowed Mark, her husband, to treat her the way he do, and she can't do anything about it. She seemed like she just lost all her confidence, and then she have to really treat him because he's younger than she is. She treats
Mhm.
him like a child, and he is like a mother son type of relationship,
Mhm.
Yeah,
more
that's
so
his
than a
mama.
husband wife type
Totally
relationship.
agree.
And I'm just
Did
trying to
y'all
figure
see?
out.
Yes, like when
Okay,
she
I'm
does
sorry.
that. No, I was gonna say like when she does that baby talk with him.
Oh
I
my
can't
God.
Oh
stand
yes, I
it.
can't take that.
I can't
If we go
stand
back to that photo of them on that stage,
it.
Kimmy doesn't
Mm-hmm.
even look like she's there.
Right.
You're
She
Do
right.
y'all
talking to
remember
a
that scene
full
whenever
grown mule in a
Mar
suit, and she talking to him like he's a newborn baby with a pacifier in the mouth. This man got a suit on. Why are you talking to him
Yes.
like that? If you don't talk to him regular, you don't talk to Jalen like that. Talk to him like you talk to your son.
I just told you
At
Mhm.
he's younger than
least.
Jalen mentally.
Yeah,
Mhm.
you gotta talk down, and but when he ready to talk to her crazy, he talk to her like how he want to,
He
and
sure
I'm
do.
I'm trying to figure out what he does because just like he left her at the table with Kiowa and her husband because he couldn't be bothered, and she had to sit there and have a meeting with somebody who don't like her, who you didn't even tell her that the boy was vaping, and that's not
Mhm.
allegedly that's what he was doing,
But he
but.
told her that wasn't none of her business. That was between him
Hmm.
and
Exactly. So
Kyla.
why is it her business to sit there and entertain Kyle and her husband? It's your job.
Absolutely,
Keep
Because
continue
she
to talk to
allowed
absolutely.
it.
Kyle and her husband.
Because
Why
she
am I
Did
allowed
y'all
it.
talking to
see?
these
Did y'all
folks?
see Marceau whenever he came back from Africa and him and Tisha was out eating? I saw that again today. You just ran across or whatever. But anyway, and she was trying to talk, and he told her, "You know what? I'm gonna let you hang yourself. Go ahead." He
Yeah,
said,
but
"Go
she was
ahead."
talking about Arion.
Yes, and she said, "But you keep cutting me off." He said, "I know, but go ahead, go ahead." I was
He
like,
kept trying to tell her to shut her dang on mouth before the Wolverine come out and spit it on
And
him.
that's what he did in
Oh,
that car that day when she was talking about
he told
Martell.
her.
He was
He
like,
said,
I'm not
"Go
gonna
ahead."
stop you. I'm
Did.
not gonna say nothing. I'm gonna let you go on and say everything you need to say. But she
He
was
Yep.
said they're
trying to
gonna
get
eat you
him to
alive.
choose her, and yet again, he did not
He did
choose her.
not.
He chose male.
He
He
chose
told
Mel.
teacher they're gonna eat you alive. He said, "Go ahead. I'm gonna let you hang
He
yourself.
sure
Go ahead."
did.
He did.
He do it every time.
He
Mm.
has never picked her side on any with anybody.
Maurice picks her side.
Right. And that's why I'm saying if that's why I agree with you, and I said it right before you came on, that I feel like that was a that was staged to, just as a way to break it to everybody, because everybody already knew, and she wouldn't tell Tisha first, but Maurice was hugging Tisha. Well, how you gonna make
Mm-hmm.
this about Tisha? It's like y'all trying to big up Tisha and Marceau of all people. Them two
Mm-hmm.
sitting on the dang on rug like a bump on the log. They didn't have no type of chemistry. He didn't even look at her when he was talking to her.
They
He
said they
did
He sure
not
talking about a
did.
tell her.
period party and they supposed to be being romantic. They talk about Tiffany and Lou. Nobody talks about Tiffany and
Let's
Lou.
talk about these lawsuits y'all got going on. Let's talk about this burnt macaroni my mama just cooked. Let's talk
Did
about
y'all hear?
something.
Did y'all hear Marceau say whenever she was talking about the period party, and he was like, "No, not Mila." I think that's the oldest girl name. He said, "No, not Mila." He said, and she's already giving me like side hugs. It's like they're so disconnected from this man that's supposed to be their dad. It's pathetic.
You
Well,
heard her
if
thank him when he sat down and had a family night with them. Like,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
they looked at him like the elephant in the room, like they
they
ain't
trying to
Mm-hmm.
figure
seen
out why
him.
was he there.
Yeah, what are you
Mm-hmm.
doing here? You don't live here.
He
Mm-hmm.
don't normally be here.
And she thanked them like someone just said. And he said, "You don't have to thank me." And she's like, "Oh, I'm trying to get used to this. I'm trying." That right there said it wasn't together.
That's when he came back from Africa. Told my son, I come back from Africa and I realize it's all about the family and the time. I said, nigga, we been doing this. You just
Not
figuring this out.
his
Don't
other
say act
family
like you
though.
giving us an epiphany.
But they didn't even have body language. She don't really act like she like him either. She'll defend him because he's identified to that marriage, so she got to hold on to the marriage to so that she could one up Mel, you
Yeah,
know,
that's the whole thing. She
you
cannot
know.
go
Y'all
nowhere.
heard her when she said at the end, she said, "I'll be living my best life, insurance check and all." When he said, "What would you do if I was to die?" or something like that. They got around to it because she said, "Well, if I wasn't here, you would have to teach your daughters about their bodies and you would have to go by pads and things like that." She said, "Look at Destiny's dad. That's what, he had to do." And then he said, "Well, what if I wasn't here? You will fall apart." And she said, "I'll be living my best life, insurance check and all." He just looked down at the carpet because I really, really think that she was telling the truth when she said that.
So she
Yeah,
gonna
Did
because
y'all
she
she
hear
gonna
what
said
she
she's
off
said?
taking
him
her money
to
out of
off
her
him
account.
soon?
Remember that when she said, "Well, I buy the kids and my stuff and the household stuff from my account. What do you do with yours?" Like, girl, you sound like a dumb fool. Yeah, I don't believe your mama taught you that. Cause you ain't no way you gonna be using your money for what you use your money for, but the money that you give me, I'm using it for everything. Child, please, you's a bigger fool than I thought you were.
See, he got his little
Right.
sports car. They all pulling up in these expensive sports
They don't
cars
even
to
got
the
a damn
to
garage.
the
That's a
to
I
the
don't
lease,
Hampton
honey.
understand
Beauty
it.
store.
You don't even have a garage. Why do you have a sports
Right.
car?
Lease
It barely fits in your
lease.
driveway.
He got a sports car, a truck. Tisha got different Benzes, and then they got the Jeep that they drive up the mountain.
And
I
then
mean,
their household is the little house on the prairie.
That's what you call living above your means. They
That
taking every
wasn't
check
their
they
house though. Wasn't that an Airbnb rental that they were trying to have the little thing? Because even the
no, that's
food looked
No, we're talking
decent.
about the one that they live in, the hood house that they live in.
that's
Yeah, the hood house. Yeah, yeah.
that's their house that they filmed in. That's their house because they filmed in that little room before.
Yeah, that's
But
their
they
house.
show their whole house. But when they go to teacher house, they show a little corner.
Because that's what it
Yep.
is, a corner.
Probably the only place that's clean.
Oop.
It's so little, they live on top of each other.
I
You
just
know,
don't
I hope
understand
Martell. I hope
That
how
is a
she
Martell's
sit
twin
mom.
in there
bed
all
in their
day and
room.
don't clean it up.
I really hope Martell's mom house is not up for sale, like they were saying. I saw another YouTube thing today where they was there talking about the kids, and I think it was when she had went to go eat with Mel, and they actually showed the outside of That's a real pretty house, and I was like, boy, Martell, ooh, ooh.
Her house isn't for sale.
Well,
It's
she has
not.
to go work at the hospital allegedly, right?
That's
That's
what
To
they
get
exactly
said.
what.
food. That's sad, man. See, that's what I'm talking about, hotel. You let
Well,
your mama go back to work and you won't even go to work except the gym and other peasant stocks, linebackers, defensive linemen, and you name it that you work on.
Martell
It just,
trying to find him a cash cow he can make some money off of, and every time he pick somebody, he look back at Mel, make some more money. I just thought that that was so childish of him and the rest of the cast. Some of them liking coleslaw posts, and then he gonna go like, uh,
Sheree.
she by
Cougar Peach
Sheen.
Cobbler. Cougar
Yeah,
Peach
Yes.
Cougar
Cobbler.
Peach Cobbler. She by Sheen.
Y'all heard
Strong,
that
muscular, strong backs.
y'all
Post.
heard that Destiny had to stay at the chateau when she went to Atlanta because she ain't had nowhere to stay.
So you
What?
mean he was hitting it at the chateau with
That's what
his
they
hussy?
said.
He probably took her there for a threesome. Oops, I ain't say
That's
that.
what I
Allegedly,
said,
Wait,
Big Brown Eyes.
Prosperity,
allegedly,
you serious?
allegedly.
Yes.
I
They said
told
she
you.
stayed
I
at the
Where did you
said
hear
chateau
that from,
recently.
Prosperity?
Who was it? It was
Where
somebody
did you
on
hear
my
that
came
from,
on my channel
Prosperity?
and told me. It was somebody came on my channel and told me that she recently was in Atlanta. She had nowhere to stay, and she had to stay. And Martell asked Sheree because she stayed at the chateau.
oh my goodness. Ay, 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 ay.
That lady don't have
Wow.
Oh,
no
wow, she was
shame.
Oh
there to
my
do that monologue.
God.
Yeah,
Maybe
when
she
she did
does have
that,
man energy. Maybe she is a man. We just don't know it.
both of them men. It's three
Trust
men
Hey,
me.
in one house.
can someone tell me on the scene whenever she was talking to her cousin, whenever it was going off last Saturday, she told her cousin that she had talked with Mel. What did the cousin say? She said something about I can see it all over your face or something like that. What did she say?
She said, I
Mm.
can see
I don't
that you're
know.
bothered. And she said, no, I'm not bothered.
Oh, okay,
Child,
okay.
when Mel child, that girl
She's
was so
very
happy to
bothered.
have Mel in
I was
her
bothered by that
space.
She
Big
want.
Bird outfit, if you
Prosperity,
ask me.
I kept saying that's the happiest we ever seen Destiny
That
in
is
Mel's
the
Right,
life.
most she
right.
has
She
ever
really thought they was gonna
smiled.
be friends
You
again.
love
She
me, don't
really,
you?
I
You
think
she
love
really
me,
she's in
don't you,
did.
Mel?
love
I love you.
with
I
Melody.
know you love me. I love you, Mel.
Yes, but she really thought they was gonna be friends again, y'all.
Yes, she did.
Time,
And when Mel
ladies.
told her she was good where they at, her whole disposition changed.
Yes. And when her cousin told her that for the show coming up Saturday, she looked really disgusted. I was like, damn, she more
She wanted
bothered
Mel
with
to
me
take
than she
pictures
is
with
with the
her. She
baby.
went around and played tiddlywinks with
For
Mel. She just
real.
wanted Mel to help her pose. She was just happy to have Mel in her space. I have never seen that girl smile that much.
She really
Nope.
was.
She
As
ain't
I
soon
roll her
as
was.
Mel
eyes
said,
one
nope, I'm
time.
good where everything is, her whole disposition changed.
Mm-hmm.
Who tells you I
Yep,
know you love me or
sure
something? What
did,
does that
Prosperity.
mean?
That's what she
I thought
said.
that was weird.
I
You
told
know
you
you
she
love
was.
me.
With that Big Bird looking outfit. Get out of here. I'm like,
She
girl.
was looking at Melody like Martell looked at Mel when she was at that amphitheater.
Mm-hmm.
What type of sex does he have with his thoughts and peasants that they all think that they're hotel and drag? Can
I,
somebody explain that to me?
I think they take on his persona. It's just he
Jeez,
nope.
that's some
transfers that
demons
bad
in him.
energy to him.
That's some demon in him, baby. Something.
Yeah.
Look,
It's
that
a
green
demon in
fungus is
him and her
coming out
too.
for a reason.
Oh God.
But
It's a
you know what?
demon on
Whenever
this
I was
show.
dealing with the narcissist, he would have his flying monkeys come around me on my job, and it was like I would just look up and I would see him, and I was like, "What are you? Why is this
Not the
person in here?"
flying monkeys.
The flying monkeys. That's what they're called. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, monkeys
Agents
swing
of
from the tree. They swing from the one person to the other and spread lies and rumors
Mhm,
about the person for the narcissist and run back and report it. That's what Destiny
mhm,
did.
Child.
mhm.
sorry.
What the hell was that?
I was
It's
trying
a
to act
monkey.
like a monkey.
It's a monkey. It's a monkey.
Yeah,
Look
that's
at
some
the
demonic
PA with
stuff.
the monkeys.
But
This
did
Keep the
show
y'all
is
monkey
know?
becoming
around.
demonic.
Did
I
y'all know
think
narcissistic people don't sleep at night?
Well,
nope.
we know hotel don't sleep at night. That's
They
obvious.
can't. They said they can't sleep. I'm telling you, the guy that I was dealing with, he said every time he tried to go to sleep at night, he dreams of dead people. And I was like,
What?
what? He said, yeah. He said, every time I try to go to sleep, I keep dreaming about dead people. And I was
Tell
like,
them
what
don't
the?
go into the
Well,
light.
that should make you want to change your life.
That
Yes,
means we need to make sure they're always in sunlight, y'all,
Okay.
yes.
And with some garlic around your neck.
and
Some.
some
I don't know
steaks.
if y'all. I don't know if y'all ever looked at anything where it's like you're laying with a demon, like Mel was sleeping with Martell. He's just a demon. He's just a devil. That's something scary to see. And I was like, Lord, you know what? I'm so glad I got away from that dude right there.
Well, if you look at his pictures, some of the pictures
Yes,
where his eyes, they have a
yes, I
red
saw it.
glare in both of them. It's
Don't
very
do that because my
demonic.
eyes do that. Don't please. I am not. I
You got
am
that
not.
look too. Hey.
I am not a
And even the
Martell.
peasant, she was like, "You know how bad Hotel is. Look at him. He really ain't a good guy." And she had the same type of disposition. I'm like, "Ooh, this is nasty." Oh, Jesus.
Mm,
Anybody that wear penny loafers with no socks and no pennies in them, you know they ain't no good.
That girl said penny loaves and no pennies. Jesus.
Girl, them
mm.
brown
And no
shoes
socks.
is a mess. You hear me?
I'm
Child,
You
just
you
must
trying to
he
have
figure
to
out
only
get
why
them
he
likes
Somebody
clothes
can't
that
said
like
fitted.
somebody
he only
said
likes that
Martell
color.
wore the shoes to the reunion. You guys think he wore those shoes to the
I
reunion?
thought they were
He might have
black. I
worn, but he
think
ain't wearing
Yeah,
what
they
Carlos
black.
asked
Carlos
him.
made sure he had some good shoes on.
Yeah, because I thought Carlos dressed his lover boy for that
Yeah,
reunion.
but that lady that Destiny was talking about, Melody didn't stop the bag. The lady saw how Destiny was
Mm-hmm.
carrying on the internet and made her
Mhm.
own conclusion. But Destiny blamed Mel, but she really had to blame herself because, like I said, they're not
When's
taking
she gonna do
advantage of
that?
her.
Who in the world said Hotel is a child of God? Where did that come from? I don't. I'm looking.
Child, if your God
Child
The
is
of
the
God of
Lucifer.
this
devil,
He ain't no
world, the
child of
devil.
God.
The
if
God of
your
this
third
world, the
child,
devil.
the Lord
I
told
didn't
him,
see
"You
that
are not
post
my
right there,
child." The child, he
but
told him to go downstairs, keep going till you feel the heat. Once you feel the heat, turn left, keep going, keep going, keep going. That's what he
Little
told
Nas
him.
X drop. Yeah, keep going, baby.
But
hey,
Destiny
I tell
was.
y'all one thing. That Shay Ministry show got she disappeared quick.
Yeah, she wanted
Y'all
to be the
remember
Yeah,
Shay
because
female
she got her
Kevin
Ministry?
piece of it
Samuel.
too.
But see,
Oh
Yeah,
that's
I think
God.
so too.
She got a lot of backlash.
Yeah, she hurry up and got away from Martell. I was like, what? And she made me sad that night. She's to my, oh, that melody is a piece of work. Oh my God, you haven't even looked at season one. How you gonna make a judgment call like that?
Look, I don't believe liars. If anybody believes a liar, they need to. I don't know. You work for the other. You don't work for the Heavenly Father because this man lies like he can't tell the truth at all. At
Mm-hmm.
all.
20
Anybody that stutters as
babysitters.
much as Martell stutters, you know he lying.
20. Did
You know what I'm saying? You
y'all
know
see
what
when
I'm
he came
saying?
out?
Things of that nature.
Things of that nature.
Mm,
15%. Not
mm.
too
My thing
dry,
was
not
when
too sweet. Just the
my thing
perfect
was
blend.
when they had a Yahoo News article. You know, Carlos wrote it saying Hotel was real smart. We were like, what? Where'd that come from? Oh, jeez.
No, he
And
Child,
was.
we
why is
saw
he
how
so
stupid that
quiet?
man was when he tried to make us think he was reading them papers and there was nothing but blankness on the paper.
Okay. In somebody's yard planting sticks. Boy, if you don't got them people yard.
Yeah, you know it's bad
He
when
was
the
playing with
children
dirt.
see Melody and they run to her going, help me, get back in the car,
Sugar
take
Mama
me.
don't like that man. Sugar Mama looks at him like, "Why are you here? Why is his weekend again? Why do y'all
You
keep
know
making me
what?
go over this man's house?" Y'all saw when Mel
Sometimes
came over there. Who Sugar Mama sat with the entire time? I guarantee you, Sugar Mama asked her to take her with her when she left.
The whole
but
kids did, remember? They got to the
yeah,
car, they put mama back in. They say, go back in the car. Just say,
but sometimes I think, and Mel had the whole ball. She had it all in the palm of her hand, and I kind of wish that. And I know she needs a break from them kids, but I kind of wish she would have took just asked for full custody because at the time, when things was just in the beginning, I feel like she could have got it. But to me, with the kid,
she
when the kids are
tried.
with her, when they are with her, they are so happy. But when they're with Martell, they look like they sad. And that little boy. Oh, he's so sweet. Oh my God, that little boy right there. Mm.
Because how healing with Shar say he have them lined up against the wall like the military grilling them. holding
Mm.
books on their hands and grilling them about who babysat them and who what their mama was doing.
He
But
can't
that's not
even
fair.
read. How is he going to even tell them anything? That's what I'm looking. Okay.
They teach him. They probably helping him study for his business license.
Baby's child.
I'm sure the ten
How them
year
kids
old
gave up.
could take it and pass it.
Honey, Sugar Mama will have that before he does. I'm
Baby,
done
it's an open
listening.
book test. The
Like I
man
said,
circled all the answers for him. He then took the test and failed. There is no builder's license in Martell's future.
well, we know
How
that.
can you do that? How can you take an open book test with the answers already marked and you still
He
fail?
can't read. I keep telling
When
you, he
you're
needs
Martell
leapfrogs.
Hawk, it's easy.
He can't
Martell has
read.
been given everything, so he's used to it being done
Martell
for
realized
him.
how much Mel covered him. He
Yep.
realized that, and that's why he always said that he want that lady back, because he ain't nobody else in this world got the patience that Mel had with him.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So
And
why
I
did
kind
he
of think he
not
sees
stop
that now.
cheating? Why did he not stop cheating if he needed her that bad?
Because he
Because he
didn't
got
feel
He
like he
stroked
needed
his
her that bad.
ego.
He thought she was never going to leave. He thought he
right.
had her in the bag.
He didn't see that then, but he sees it now.
Right.
He gone.
That is
She
why Mel
gone,
is so
baby.
blessed. If you spend 12 years with that, God can't do nothing but bless you.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
But
sometimes
this is
people block
the
their blessings, and he was definitely blocking hers because she didn't really shine how she's supposed to be shining until she left him.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And God was like, yes, let me get you where you need to be, because this ain't it
Because he not here, and he's not going to reap them fruits from that.
at all.
Only those kids.
Well, actually, I think the kids don't even want to be around him. If you ask me, they like, we're just here. Thank you.
That's
Okay.
why he holding on to them kids so bad, because that's the last connection that he has with Mel. It is not about the kids. It is about the connection that they hold to Mel
Yep.
for him.
Hmm.
That's the only
And
thing
the
he can use
attention
as
that they
leverage.
get from women for him.
What? He's already had enough women. How many women have he not had?
Did y'all see Martell when he was growing up? He didn't have no women back then. He is
He
making
had
up for
Melnica.
lost time.
He had Melnica.
And that's just one.
He had
No,
Dusty.
I think he was doing something with some people's. I don't think he was
No,
He
done
had
with it.
I don't.
he
I
had the
think that
assistant.
He had Destiny
Mel remade
allegedly.
that man from his teeth to his feet.
Well, he was a little bow legged with the little muscles and walked around with the little tight shorts. I'm sure
I
somebody
guarantee
liked
you ain't nobody wear his Letterman jacket in high school.
him.
Yeah, but you think that if a lot of them probably weren't that smart, so they were like, I give Alabama credit. Let's just go ahead and get something. So,
That man was in high school till he was what, 20?
well, he had
I
to
don't know.
practice his grocery eating allegedly.
Oh,
That's all they say he got, because you never heard that girl say she
Here goes
sat in
my
his
banner.
lap.
Here goes my banner, y'all.
All she ever says is she
anonymous.
sat on his face. She never say she sat in his lap.
Jeez, man.
She never even said she sat in the movies. You ain't see how she was so happy he took her outside.
And she
That
spilled
lady
the
was so
wine in the
happy.
I about to
car.
say, you see when she spilled that wine, she got off that camera.
Yeah.
I'm
And then
wondering, did Hotel mess with also older women as well when he was young?
I think the older he might have. Well, no, I ain't even gonna say that. He's messing with older women now because older women have the money now.
Mm.
You can't
Probably
groom
so.
the young girls. The young girls want the man with the money. That's how he got the coleslaw.
Then where Sheree come from?
Sheree is a charlatan just like him.
Sheree and his daughter is the same, and Sheree
They the
daughter and Martell
same.
is the same
They
age.
they look like they have it, but she really don't have it.
Honey, Carlos arranged that because he couldn't get with Kenya. That was it.
He arranged that because Melody told him to stay off her line, begging her to go back to him.
Exactly. He had to get anybody that had enough clout to compete with Melody,
But she
and
ain't got enough that.
notoriety.
She ain't even got. I
She
don't
ain't
even
got
think she
enough
has
to
the
compete with
C in
Mel.
clout. In all
Stop.
fairness,
Did y'all see that she running a 15% off?
You
What's the
I
got
forgot
to.
code?
what
Who buying for them
her
What's the
prices?
Sheen,
code?
I forgot
Sheen.
what her code was. Her code was something like super fresh or something like, I can't remember, but she got a
Super
15% off.
lame.
She got, I don't even know if it's super, but it's something like that. Like she's bad or something stupid,
We ain't
but
heard her say she sold out yet.
she didn't sell nothing because ain't nobody think they gonna get their stuff.
She
Ain't
be at the
nobody paying
post
them
office with
prices for
like
no
2
wrinkled
packages.
t-shirt.
Child. The clear folks sold her stuff out at Bravo Con, whatever that was, and that was it.
Those people were foolish to spend all that money on stuff they can get
Did
for
you
like
see that tape?
$10.
What?
That BravoCon setup that she had, that junk was so janky.
Well, we know that. I mean, and not like she the brightest, but I'm just saying she was like, I need to hire somebody after that event. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, and she's on Twitter getting roasted for trying to get interns, and everybody's like, "You ain't gonna pay them. We need our money in advance." And all of this,
Exactly.
they are dragging
Like,
her
don't
on
be a
Now
fool to
we know
work
why
for her.
Destiny stayed at the chateau to learn from the other person who don't pay her people. Okay.
They bonded.
What kind of, I mean,
Did you
hotel?
guys see that Sheree bring some sweatpants or jogging pants for $16.99?
Mm-mm.
She removed them, or she had to put the price down to $16.99 because it was the
No,
proper price. What do you say?
no,
You said what?
somebody said that she released it today and the pants were $16.99. I couldn't believe it as high as her stuff was before.
$16.99.
No,
$16.99.
I think the original price
Yes.
was $16.99, but she was charging like
No.
$116 for it.
So it got marked down to what it
Oh,
should be
got
at
you.
Sheen.
Okay.
No, the original price from the site she ordered her stuff from was
Mm-hmm.
$16.99. She's selling it for like $116.
God, I ain't paying no $100 for her to sign on
I'm not
this.
buying nothing from her anyway.
Oh.
I
I
am so
never
tired of
liked
this
Sheree
lady.
from when she did Nene like that. I see my name. I don't see Nene. I ain't like her from then when she did dog Nene out and didn't and had Nene escorted out the house from her party.
Yeah.
Remember that party on
Oh, that was like episode 1,
the
season 1.
episode
Mm-hmm.
1? Yeah,
Oh,
because
oh,
see,
okay. Thank
Sheree
you,
thought she
African
was
Beauty.
gonna be.
Thank you.
Oh, you talking about they found the same athletic tights for
Yeah.
$16.99 on Amazon? Yeah, that's at Sheen.
Yeah, we did that when she first put before the website crashed the first time.
For
Oh
16.
Well,
man.
Melody Shadi is sold out, baby.
Well, yes. I mean, now how is the wine for hotel doing?
I
Child, I ain't
think
heard
he
about
had the cease and
Marlene
desist
drunk at
making
all.
that, selling that wine. I do.
He didn't
Wow.
even
Allegedly,
promote it, so
allegedly,
I don't think the
allegedly.
sink is doing well.
Marlene went down in that basement. That wine gone. Allegedly.
Jeez.
No, he could. I don't think. I think because the name belonged to somebody else, he probably got a cease and desist for using that name, and he can't brand it, or he maybe couldn't produce anybody's stuff.
I'm about to
I
say
don't
he
know
couldn't
anybody that
produce
got a bottle of the
Maybe the
wine.
reason why he's so quiet is because Uncle Sam got a hold of him and punched him in the mouth. Wasted his money.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
Wow.
so
So
Marlene gotta go back to work and she ain't got no wine. That's some
You see
sad
what I'm
stuff.
saying? That's what I'm talking about, prosperity thinker. How can you do that to your mama?
That
She
is
was
so sad.
Because he won't
hungry.
go get a job.
I mean,
what? He don't like his mama neither. That's what all of their problems is. Everybody who hates Mel, they all hate their mamas. And they hate that Mel had a good relationship with her
All of them
mom.
mamas was hot girls growing up instead of
Yeah.
raising their kids.
jeez.
Mama say F them kids. I'm going
Mama
out with
gotta have a
Willie
life
Earl
too.
and them.
Mama gotta
So
have a
they had
life
the hot
too.
girl summer before the prosperity.
Child, mama, at least the other mamas gave their kids to their grandmamas. Their mama said, you going to foster care. Like, how much do you not have to like your kids to send them to
Wow.
foster care?
Well, Tiffany was
I
black and
see
the
why
mama
they
was
don't like
white, so
women.
she couldn't keep her kid. Because when nobody let her stay with a black child, probably, allegedly.
Just sad.
Mm.
Just sad. Any other topics you want chit chat we
It
need to
is.
discuss?
So do you guys think that?
What were you saying?
Well, I did have some things, but I'm letting you guys, I was going with the flow. I think we probably touched everything. We talked about Mel's fashion line. We talked about Kimmy. We talked about, I was wondering, maybe Prosperity knows, where did the rumor come from that Wanda has been fired? Before I celebrate.
A lot of well, I know a reputable person that talks to people from the set that says there's some changes coming. They haven't said Wander specifically, but they're hinting towards Wander is gone. And my
One
yuck
thing I
sticker
said
is
that
for
herself.
anybody that ate any of that food at that. I don't
I
know
hope
what
so.
that was, but that is the poison control number for anybody in Bessemer that ate any of that daggone food. Because if
But
your Thanksgiving table looks like that, give it up.
Wanda kind of alleged that herself that she wasn't coming back on. She said the next time she'll be back on would be the reunion, but other than that, she was basically saying that was it for her.
Yeah, she did it to herself. Nobody feel
Yeah,
bad for her.
yeah.
She did. She really did.
I hope it's
She
it
got the big
for
head.
good. Mm-hmm.
You can
And
take your
somebody else
t-shirt
Yep,
that's
with
that's
you.
what
quiet.
happened.
I'm just waiting to see all these nonprofit events that's about to come up, and that's what the lady that what I was about to get to with Destiny. She was trying to get some money from the lady, and she also tried to get the money from Stormy, the donation or
She is a
sponsorship.
nonprofit.
Yeah, the nonprofit stuff. So I'm thinking that Marceau them, that's their next little angle, because Maurice made a whole Facebook page dedicated to Kimmy Child. So we finna see how this works out.
Yeah, Wanda is quiet as well. Pookie quiet. All of them quiet. And I think Miss Wanda might be
Very.
really quiet because of these lawsuits. When she was running around talking about Tisha is the boss and all of this stuff like that. She don't wear shoes that don't come out in a box and all this stuff. And now she see. Don't believe. I know one to know about these lawsuits. Is from what I understand is at least 3 of them now.
Wanda said they wasn't being sued. They were suing people.
Yeah, so she might be quiet because it's a whole lot of things that she should have shut up a long time ago about. But she was on there Saturday asking people to watch the show, so she might come out with a victory celebration tomorrow because the numbers did go up. But hopefully next week we will crush that victory down because now we realize that we can't watch it on. I know one of the bloggers was saying you can't record it, you can't watch it on YouTube, you can't watch it on TV for at least 3 days for if it comes on Saturday, you have to wait
Y'all,
10
they
days.
are not, please, they
I'm
are
not
not going to do this for one show. They are not just going to add up the ratings. So y'all think a whole system that has been going on for I don't know how many years before Love and Marriage Huntsville came along, they are going to change the way they rate the shows? No.
What do you
Just
mean?
for one show?
No, I'm saying what do you mean? Nobody's I don't think they
Somebody
said
was saying that they did an extra day. They took an extra day and added the ratings up. This is not, Carlos and them are not in charge of the ratings. There is a
no.
whole
I,
system.
I
I think they were
They
looking to
can't
see
do that.
Kimmy's. I
They
think
wanted
they
to
were
Right,
see
but
looking
what
people
to
was
were
going
see
telling
on
Kimmy.
with
people they're
Kimmy.
Yeah,
adding
that
it up
can't be
from Monday,
done.
all the way from Monday, and they adding YouTube. No, they're not. That system is not in place. You cannot just change
No,
the
they
system when you get ready to. So you can watch on YouTube. They're not adding YouTube.
okay.
Right.
YouTube is somebody videotaping it and watching it
and
and then
and
and
real
playing it
real
back.
Okay,
right. And
say what
real
you're saying,
quickly,
chit chat.
guys, the ratings, I feel like because naturally everybody wanted to know what was going on with Kimmy.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
And everybody did want to see Mel and Destiny sit down as
Mel and
well.
Destiny
But as
talk.
far as
Exactly.
Yeah.
Kimmy's health, I think that's why the ratings increased the way they did.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
not changing the way they add up ratings. That's not happening.
So
Well,
can
I
you
don't.
explain how they do it then? Now tell us how, so we'll be clear because we're hearing a whole lot of other things.
It's
They
the
add the ratings
viewings.
from Saturday night, which the
Yeah.
air shows, all the way up to Sunday. There's no Monday, there's no Tuesday. That's why they were saying that, telling y'all to watch it at least Monday or Tuesday. They add the ratings from Sunday, maybe Saturday night, and Sunday. That is it. That is all. You
No,
can
I'm
watch
talking
it.
about you
The,
said you
the
can't watch
they do the only other thing that they do is that they do count the DVRs too. So like
Yeah,
if
the
you
DVR. That's
DVR
what I'm
it,
saying. Whatever you
yeah,
do that
that's
night
it.
and
Right.
Sunday, that is
Yep,
it. You can watch it
that's
on
it.
YouTube the same.
Yes, you
You
can.
can watch
I
it on
agree.
YouTube the next night or the night after that. That is not being
Yeah, that's
added
a
into
whole
the ratings.
system.
That has nothing to
Yeah.
do
Yeah,
with the
like
ratings.
Carlos
Yeah, that's
cannot
It has been a
affect the
system that has been
rating
in place
system.
forever.
I agree. Like
Exactly.
seriously,
This system has
like
been
they can't
in
do that.
place.
That's kind of going a little bit overboard, in my
And
opinion.
they're not going to do it just
Um,
for one show.
No,
yeah,
they definitely would not, and
yeah. They
nor would they, and they
the
can't
numbers
turn like he can't turn the ratings in later. Like that's not how it
Exactly.
works. They are the one because if that's the
They
case,
do it.
people would be
exactly.
doing stuff to you know what I mean, mess with
They
the
would have
ratings
been
all the
just for the
time.
ratings.
No,
that
Yeah,
Exactly.
no,
that was
Okay,
they
not
hold
there's
on one
nothing you
second.
could do
One at
with
a
that.
that's what
time.
I'm
One at
saying.
a
That was
time.
not the question. The question that what I was saying is they were talking about how you can and
one at
can't
a
watch.
time,
Not
please. One
not
at a
what
time. Well,
yeah, not what he was doing to manipulate the numbers, but just what is the process? Can we watch what can we
You
watch it
can
on?
watch the show. If you want to block out the show, you do not watch it on the network or the little streaming platforms that they count. Do not DVR it until after the ratings have been counted. And then after the ratings have been counted, you can watch it however you want to watch it
But
because they're
they're not
already in.
affiliated with YouTube, though, right?
Huh?
They're not affiliated with YouTube.
No, they're not. So you can watch it on
Okay.
YouTube the night that it premieres. All you want. That's not going into the ratings. That is
You know,
somebody watching the show and then putting it on YouTube.
right.
I've been trying to look at the full episode, but all I've been seeing is like little bits and pieces. I can't even get it. I can't even find it on YouTube now.
All you do is type Love and Marriage Huntsville season, whatever season it's supposed to
And I
be.
put that in, and it still don't come up.
That's the only way I've been watching it all season. And it wasn't about the blackout. It was about because I'm not paying cable.
Well, I look at
Mhm.
it this way. Everybody's saying you need to just black out. That's one way. But really, I think if you can, people need to write to Tina Perry. She's the
Exactly.
president of OWN
Thank you.
and Discovery, because if your voice will be heard, or if you want to do a petition to basically state you want to do change the direction of how the show is going, that really can help along with the numbers. But really,
Yeah,
you're trying to get them to change how the content of the show is less ratchet, more people have storylines, and you have a little shade, but not too much where they're bullying someone. That's the part where it's just too much.
exactly. And if y'all are blacking
Right.
out and nobody knows that y'all blacking out,
Mhm.
like the producers and the people that do something with the show, if they don't know you're just blacking out, they just think that their numbers are slipping. You got to let them know why what changes are you looking for.
Yeah, you do both. I wrote to the president on OWN TV, Tina Perry. You can look it up. Just say you want to write to it and just voice your concern.
The
And you can do it
Nielsen,
in email. It'll help you tremendously just to help them know what's going on.
exactly. And YouTube cannot count the Nielsen ratings. Do not have nothing to do with YouTube. YouTube is somebody giving the
Right.
show a view when it is on, and then they upload it
They
to
cannot
the
count YouTube.
right. That has nothing to do with nothing. You're just watching something that somebody recorded. Just like when our videos, it is something that we uploaded, and our views are for YouTube and YouTube only, because that is who gives out the
That's right.
checks.
Mm-hmm.
But let me ask you this. I know that someone said that Nielsen is the one that does the ratings. Okay, but I'm pretty sure that OWN has a way of looking to see how many people watch those YouTube videos too, and maybe they may take that under consideration as well. Just a thought.
No, we just
Because
gotta accept that some people say they blocking out and be peeking, and
exactly,
a lot of people wanted to see Kimmy A lot of people wanted to see Mel and Destiny showdown, and own strategically placed video to make you want to see what was going to happen. And that's
And
just it.
even if they can, if they do look at YouTube and see who's watching it, that's still not helping their ratings. So that is not going to matter to them. If you're
Right.
looking at it on YouTube, that is still affecting their bottom line that y'all are not watching it when it airs on the network.
Okay,
So
great.
they can see
That's why
however
it makes
many times somebody viewed it, but
yeah,
it's not going to affect their numbers. It's not going to put more money in their pocket.
absolutely. But what I want to say is I wanted to see the episode too, but since I'm blacking out, I haven't looked at it yet. So there are people that wanted to see it, but if you really want to black it out, then don't watch it until later
Yeah.
after ratings come out.
Or if you want to block it, or if it's too toxic, don't watch it at all. But then what we would do?
No,
Right.
no,
It's
we're not
available
saying
on
we don't like
demand.
the show. We want to watch the show. We just want to make a statement.
Well, it's on demand now. If you wanna watch it, you could pull it up and just watch it for
The
free.
ratings are in now.
Yeah, the ratings are already out, so you can watch it on demand. I
One of the
seen it
things that
last
Things
night, and it
are
wasn't all of that.
tabulated.
go ahead.
Yeah, I think the ratings are tabulated by late Tuesday night, but they stop counting by
Sunday.
Sunday morning.
Hmm.
So you
Yeah.
can't watch during the live show. They show a rerun the same night on Saturdays. By Sunday morning, the ratings are counted.
The ratings are
That's
in.
what they go by.
Yeah.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yep.
I
That is
gave you
exactly correct.
I gave you
Mhm.
chit chat in the private chat, the contact links if people wanted to email
Oh,
or send their notice. You can put it in the chat. And you just the president is
okay. Just
Tina
drop. Can you
Perry.
drop it? Can you drop it in
Or
the chat,
you
or
want
let
me
me
to
see if
drop it?
can I copy this?
Yeah, you can copy that.
Yeah, we
But
can
the
drop it.
way, but the way
Okay, let me
everybody,
copy it.
the way everybody supported Melody for her line and follow her and buy her products makes a
Hmm.
statement as well.
Correct.
and
It does.
and so everything that we do, it doesn't matter how the ratings look, it's making an impact because it has to hit Carlos some type of way, because he's being viewed in a certain way. That's why he's making all these indirect posts now, whereas
Exactly.
he didn't make it before. Remember when the blackout wasn't doing nothing,
He
he
was
was
talking.
bragging. He was bragging
Hmm.
and rubbing it in everybody's face, like, "Oh yeah, y'all ain't do nothing." And whoop, whoop.
Well, let me. I did want to, and the reason why I know that it's making a huge impact
Mm-hmm.
is because Love and Marriage Huntsville was the number one show on the OWN network.
Hmm.
So when you have a number one show on a network, all the executives, all the top
They
dogs,
pay
all the
attention.
big people, they are watching that particular show to see how
Hmm.
it's doing. And when things dip or go up or whatever the case may be, they want to know why. So I rest assured that I believe that they know what's happening. I think
Hmm.
that they got their people that research these
They
things
got
because
YouTubers.
when yeah, because one thing about these big corporations and big companies is they're all about the numbers. Numbers
Yep.
drive everything. It drives their bottom. It determines how they're gonna do things from day to day. So when those numbers start to fluctuate in any way, shape, or form, they start researching why. So they definitely, I think, even if I know some people are saying, well, some people are blacking out, some people aren't. I think that the original premise was that everyone wanted to black out for that particular show that Basement Billy was on
Hmm.
because now I do I know that there's a lot of people that say that they're going to black out for the whole season, or they say I'm just going to go black out to the reunion, but I feel, and I could be wrong, y'all correct me if I'm wrong, that the majority of the people were really upset about that one episode, that
Hmm.
he was going to have a platform and that he was going to be able to express himself after he had been so disgusting to Mrs. Van on social media.
That's what I thought it was about.
But we
Well,
also
that's what
got
it was
upset with
about.
Miss Wanda too. We had tried to black out before when we thought Miss Wanda was getting off the show because she was talking about those children. And that's, I
Right.
thought we had started the blackout way before this,
Yeah, but I
But
before
guess
think
what?
it
We did
worked.
start.
Pookie came.
We
It
shut
worked.
her
She's
up.
getting off. Yep.
She stopped talking about the Melody and her children after that. She might not have been off the show, but she stopped talking about those kids and
But also,
Melody.
they said the higher ups had a meeting, and that is why Carlos wanted the six. He started talking about he wanted to take it back to the six core people and all of this and all of that. They digging in Carlos's butt. You can tell.
Trust me, but see what I was saying before is yes, that would look good, but those people are not where they were 5 years ago. They don't even
Correct.
really like each other. And Melody is
I'm just
not
saying
going
that's
to
what he
work with
wanted.
him.
That's why he said that because they were digging in his butt. All these outside
Oh
people
yeah.
coming on
Yeah, but
and
he should.
causing all this havoc.
In all fairness, he shouldn't have let it get so far with Wanda because he was
Exactly.
instigating
Well,
it with the Carlos
he
Yeah,
shouldn't have
because
nightcap.
let it get
she
so
had a
far with
standing
Martell.
invitation to that show.
He shouldn't
Yeah.
have let it
It.
get far with
Mm-hmm.
Martell.
Well,
Martell
we
did more
know that,
damage
but
than
I'm
Wanda.
saying is you can tell with Carlos, he just likes mess. He
He was
just goes
feeding Wanda.
everywhere. And then when he needs to have the sit down of the six, now it is everything's been so strained. You
There's no
can't go
coming back.
back to that. That's why I'm like he's not thinking about the longevity of the show. And he
Well,
just
long as
totally made a mistake.
well,
Yeah,
they're gonna piggyback off of Kimmy. I can guarantee that. They're all gonna hitch their
for
wagon to
sure.
Kimmy and ride that till they can't ride it no more. I don't know who Mel will film with or whatever, but I'd enjoy her packing her stuff and talking, showing what she's doing and on set and on location doing whatever it is that she does or her with her kids. I'd watch that before I see her sit with fake Destiny.
Look, baby, we all with what Destiny has done these past couple of months. I she's not even thinking of her son at
I am
all
hoping
in the
Destiny
child
is
custody
gone
case.
next season. I swear, I
Me
don't know
too.
about nobody else, but
Yeah,
I
I
hope she
agree.
is gone.
Well, everybody, all the comments,
I do
everybody
too.
hates. Like I don't want to say hate, but
Well,
She
she
nobody
did this
needs
likes
to
also
herself,
some
Destiny.
though.
help
She did
mentally.
this to herself. Destiny had a story that women could have got behind. Being a single mother, trying to start a business in the pandemic. She had so many
So
things that she
true.
could have showcased, but no, she doesn't want to give anything. Every time she was on screen, it was because it's Mel's fault. Mel did this. Mel did that. Mel did that. But Mel, she never talked about none of the good Mel did for her. But everything else that was bad, it was something about Mel. She did this to herself, and I don't feel sorry
Right.
for her. Bye.
I don't.
Yeah, she blew it, and that's why I said the divorce with LeBerick. I think she's the one that cheated. He
Me too.
caught wind of it, and the reason why she's keeping her story tight-lipped is because it has a lot to do with the people that are on this cast that she's been messing with, and she don't want that bag to come out.
Well, I think that Liberic, on top of that, I think that Liberic really saw that she had no clothes as well. Like the Emperor, I think he realized that her backstory was all a lie and that she just lied and deceived him. And then the same way she had the attitude towards Melody's mom
I'm about to say
and
that.
everybody else and other women, she displayed that to his mom and he loves his mom.
I was
So
about to say
Correct.
LeBeric. The thing is, LeBeric loves his
he loved
mama.
his
He not
mom
like
and
the
his
rest of
sisters
these
and
men on
family.
this show.
Yeah, but
So,
anybody with sense would know if
but
you're
Destiny
paying
don't have no
attention.
sense.
Well, we
She don't
know
have no
that.
sense. Anybody with sense would have let that jump go with Melody when you see everybody's turning on you in the comments. They say that Melody's fans are fanatics, but a lot of people do not like to see people ganging up on one person.
Exactly, because I am not no
Period.
Exactly.
millimeter. I just don't like bullying, and that is
They
what y'all
bullying the
did.
lady.
Yeah, and
I
bullying
bullied
in the
that lady
sense where
and her
she
mama.
helped them. That's what's sad. She helped all these people
And people
get an
don't like
opportunity.
that. People don't like that because I'm not going to do business with you if you're going to do this lady this way that helped you.
What you do to me?
And that's any of them. None of them have any good success if you really, really think
Exactly.
about it. Because nobody wants to do business with them. They're all frauds. They just There's just some bad people. Like
Talking about
they
some
have no
Martell is
good.
the glue that brought all of us together. Girl, if you don't sit down yourself and she asked herself most of those questions. I don't care what nobody say.
Of course, she
And
had to get some of the
Prosperity.
cake and
And
eat it off
after
herself.
saying all of that, she had the nerve to ask Mel, because she knows that Mel is going to see these episodes. So after saying all
Mm-hmm.
that, you have the nerve to ask, and you love me, don't you? Or why can't we be
Right.
friends? Be serious.
That is why I feel nothing for no sympathy for Destiny.
I
Destiny
wish
did
Mel
all
would
of
have
this
said,
and
"I
she
got."
deserves everything that she's getting. I don't care
Yeah,
what nobody
I,
say.
I just wish Mel would have said, "I got love for you.
Me
I
Well,
got
too.
Being
I ain't
love
got,
for
being a
who I
black
I
thought
don't
you
think
woman
she
does
was."
has
not make
that,
you
pretty
I
brown
make
wouldn't have
eyes.
you
told her I loved her because I
just
know
I
because
don't
you're a
feel no
black
love
woman
for
does
that
not give
harlot. I'm
you
sorry.
deserving of all the love that we have. That's not it. You got to do more than just show up as a black woman. I'm sorry.
I don't even have love or like for that harlot. Okay,
period.
it's just you're here.
But
Okay,
Mel said in her interview that, I mean, she literally said in her interview that none of these people on this cast she's known longer than what 4 or 5 years. So
Exactly.
that they none of them are close to her. So with her saying, "Do you love me?" It's like Mel's looking at her like, okay. I mean, I think she said yeah, because Mel is always. I think she's always very concerned about, not concerned, but
Her
she wants to
image.
make, yeah, she wants to make sure her image is always going to be and look a certain way. So
Intact.
she thinks, yeah, she thinks before she speaks, very much so. So her asking her that, all I was thinking was, how long has she known you, Destiny? Why would you even ask her something that stupid?
And
But if
what
you
God
was
from fair
just,
woman is it going to say, yes, I love you? You love everybody, but that don't mean I gotta
Right,
like you or want to be around
honey,
you. I love you because you a person.
I would have said,
right,
what if I don't? What's your answer?
Mel
right.
said, "It's not me, it's you." Mel hit it
Yeah.
with the "It's not me, it's you," and she definitely, if Destiny didn't
Hmm.
know where they stood, she should know now.
Mm-hmm.
You don't got no excuse. The lady done told you, I just want to be cordial with you. I just want to be able to
Yep,
come to a room and
That's
we can
it.
film and be okay. And I can
that's
ignore
it.
you or we can get along, we can eat dinner. But what we
We
used to
don't have to
have,
be besties.
we not gonna be that no more. We not gonna
Yep.
be what she say,
No.
Thelma and Louise. We not finna be that. Go be that with Tisha.
Baby, shoot. I can't even be Big Bird and Cookie Monster on Sesame Street. I ain't even
I
doing that.
I wouldn't be surprised if she ain't trying to get Tisha churn
The
to watch her dang
Bert
on
and
child
Ernie.
when
Can't
she
do that one
have
either.
her
I'm like,
son.
forget it. I ain't.
Did y'all hear what
Wait
I
up.
just asked y'all?
But
What you say?
What you say,
I asked,
Prosperity?
I was asking, my phone had went out. I was asking, remember when they left this scene? They were supposed to have been cool. They were supposed to have been cordial and been able to speak if they saw each other out. They weren't friends, but they weren't
Mhm.
enemies, right?
Right.
Right.
So what has happened since then that Destiny is back on her hate train for male? Because
Because
this
Mel turned
scene
her
was
down.
because
Yeah.
the scene was made in
Mel
what, back
turned
in
her down.
June?
Mel
Exactly.
turned her
You saw
down.
Mm.
That's
it all
what
in her
she did to
face.
Martell.
It was all
Look
in
at
her
But
look at
God,
face.
how
dang, you
Martell
this
switched.
fast? I'm telling y'all, after seeing that lap dance, I don't care what nobody say. Destiny want male. That's the only thing that I can see that has
And
her
What
this
Mel
lap
mad at
turned
dance?
this
her
lady. I
down.
don't care.
it's an
What
LGBTQ affair. That's what she
what
had.
what lap dance are
Thank
you
you.
talking about, Prosperity? There was a lap dance?
Yep.
Yeah,
She's an
she was trying to
Yeah,
open
get
she gave
room.
this
Section 8
lady a lap
Wakanda
dance,
Forever
a
tickets.
horrible lap dance at that. And then now I know that, like we've been saying, she picked the wrong Hulk. No,
She
she
picked the
tried to
wrong.
pick the right Hulk. The Hulk didn't want her back,
Right.
so she
Wow.
went back with the other one.
She
Ugh, God,
chose wrong and then she tried to make it right. But once you go so far, you can't go back. Go back over
Yeah.
there with Tisha. Go back over there. What you need to
That's
do,
With
right.
you wanted
Martell.
she wanted to
Right.
be in Mel's inner circle so that she could attach her wagon to all of Mel's success.
And Mel was
like
And
able
I
to sit
Hotel.
with her during that conversation because she had not seen what she said to her mama, and she still hasn't been able to confront her since. Well, at the reunion she did, but when this
Exactly.
scene was shot, she still didn't know what she had said to her mama. That is why Mel was able to
Oh.
sit and meet with that lady.
I didn't think about that. That's true. That's very true.
Or she's a great actress,
Mhm.
Melody Cherie, in terms of I am going to try to give you a moment and then end it.
No,
No,
she
Mel
she
said she
said in
had
that
not seen it.
interview.
She hadn't seen it until
Yeah,
before
I
the
think it was
reunion.
on the reunion stage because she
No,
kept
And
but
when
saying
she let her have it.
scream,
Well, I'll
scream.
tell
yeah.
you this, Vanessa was real nice to not tell her in the car because I would have told
See,
her.
yeah, that would have kind of pissed me off. That you didn't tell me she said some messed up mess like that to you.
Miss Vanessa didn't want Mel to be in drama with
No,
people, so
it's
she
Right.
the
just
No,
kept
she
that to
principle.
didn't.
herself.
It's the principle. After everything they've done for that girl, to talk to that woman's mother like that, no, you don't let things like that
But you
slide.
know what?
This is
Miss
the reason.
Vanessa was gone. I'm
But
sorry. Go ahead. I'm
I
sorry.
think I think she still heard her. And if she didn't, Stormy was standing right there.
But Stormy didn't tell her neither because Stormy, to me, low key, Stormy has the money that she dangles in everybody's face. But Stormy does not have the popularity. Stormy does not have the look. Stormy doesn't have the style, and Stormy does not have the notoriety that Melody does. And I think that's why she takes those little pot shots at her
I
on the internet.
I don't even care
My
about that
personal
stuff,
opinion.
but
For sure.
I feel like anybody in that store should have told Mel. I'm sorry.
But they didn't tell her because they low key like it when people diss Mel.
Well,
That's what
yeah,
Well,
y'all gotta understand. That whole store did not like Melody or her mother.
correct.
Melody
They
was walking into a den of thieves and they was just looking at her like, yeah,
led
Kimmy's
by
cool, but we
Maurice.
don't like her either. Yeah. Maurice let it all. He did.
Man, that's why I'm like, Kimmy should have left that margarine back in his brother's house where he was sleeping on the couch. I wouldn't take that fool in at all.
Well,
But
all of them are
yeah,
they
with
was on
Destiny trying to
vacuum
publicly
sales.
humiliate this woman, she did that on the reunion. Then she came back from the reunion and was talking about Melody was a master manipulator. Then she got on Carlos King's show and talked about this woman. When she asked Melody if she still loved her, I think that was something that Destiny did. She was taking a jab at her. I mean, no, you cannot ask me this question after you have dogged me out. And Melody never talked about her bad. She did tell about the money that she
Yeah.
had given her, but only in trying to express how much she did appreciate and honor. I mean, and like Destiny as a friend enough to help her out. And she turned this against this woman. Heck no, we can't be friends. We can never be friends. We can
I
only
agree,
be
ma'am.
other and talk to each other when we see you. But don't call my phone and don't come over my house.
Well, I'll tell you this: if you notice in all the episodes from season 1 of Love and Marriage Huntsville, that's what Hotel would always say.
Yep.
You know you love me. Do you love me? And here comes Melly. Of course I love you. Of course I love you. Well, now Melly ain't saying I love you to Hotel. No,
Well,
I don't love you.
he called her master manipulator too, and that's
True.
where that's where Destiny got that from, which she told her.
he
Yeah. So
called her a woman with a black heart and dark soul.
Sure
He
And
did.
called her
she said
master
at that
manipulator
reunion
also.
that 3 people was on that stage repeating that mess.
Yep. But a lot of their talking points come from Martell. He started all
Hmm.
of it. It all started with his butt. So yeah, I don't like Mark or whatever. He was just being used, but for the most part, Martell is the culprit, and I think he was the deciding vote that got him on there because Mark even shouted out Martell for sticking up for him. And at that table, Martell was the one who said his name first to cue Kimmy to say something.
That
yeah,
is true. That's what
that
people keep forgetting. They keep blaming solely Kimmy. It was
yeah,
Martell.
No,
I
Martell
figured that
said
out.
Mark
It's
name.
Martell because he's attacking Vanessa because he's mad at Melody for leaving. That's why I want him to continue to get his algae rash and green fungus all over his body. I
No,
want him to look like the green monster the next time they have a shoot. So show
I'm
what
trying
you
to
are,
help.
man. Ugh.
I don't know how any woman find him attractive anyway. He's not that cute.
Rash.
I don't see what they
I
seeing.
know,
He look like a
man.
Ninja turtle. He looked like a
Yes, he
nigga
looks like
person.
I don't. He looks like the thing from American Dad. Like Marcella's not that cute.
Call him Michelangelo.
Melody to get her teeth back that she paid to get them veneers in
Ew.
his teeth. Let's see what you really look like, Hotel. Like your dad's teeth. Those teeth were jacked up to the core, baby. Jeez. Hmm.
That's why he still wear them penny loafers because Mel bought them.
Okay, he gonna wear them mugs to the hole. He gonna put some
I know, baby.
Yeah.
They got.
till the hole be in the bottom.
Oh no, he gets the sole fixed on those shoes every couple of months. You can't tell me ain't no hole been in them shoes already.
Has
They
he
got
been
to be.
traveling to Popeyes to get food in the evening as usual to get some food when
You
he
know
travels?
what? I ain't playing with you.
Child.
You know she say coleslaw work at Popeyes. Drive through.
Can I
Uh-uh.
take your order? Speaking to the hoochie.
The hoochie with the at by tea.
That's right. My favorite scene.
Hilarious.
My favorite scene
Hilarious.
from the peasant is wife, wife, wife. After Gigi said, "Your stuff ain't popping, boo."
It wasn't.
Remember when she had her belt down on the live when Gigi told her?
So that's what do.
She went, "Wife, wife, wife."
That
Yes.
Gigi
girl
made
was
her
on that
Gigi
come
live
played
on.
a
thinking she was talking to Mel.
She really was. All of those wives were surrogate. Was Melody surrogate for real. That girl
Just
crazy.
like they are for Destiny.
I know.
Yeah,
Destiny and Coleslaw the same
Mhm.
person.
I
trust me.
know.
They act exactly alike.
Basically, I agree.
I know, man. And especially when Latifah and Destiny were having their little pow tow. Did you see how Destiny's eyes bugged like she was a demon possessed trying to talk bad about Melody? I was like, oh my goodness.
But
But
see,
did
Jesus.
y'all
Destiny
see
has
Mel?
self awareness. She realized that they were on camera, so she didn't really talk the normal crap that she normally does when they're just sitting around with each other talking.
But did y'all notice how Destiny even knew that Atisha was faking? Did y'all see Destiny? Destiny was like, "Girl, you ain't gonna do nothing to nobody."
That's
Like,
why she brought her cousin with her. You gonna talk junk because
exactly. You talk.
When Melody came in Jalen Housewoman party, Melody looked right in Tisha's face
Didn't we talk
and
about that
walked
on my
right
show,
past.
Brown Skin?
Yes, we did. She walked right past her, like looked her up and down, and sat down.
Melody said that eating her food and
And
cared
then
about them people was walking past her. They was back. They could have did anything they wanted to Mel because Mel was like, "I wish one of y'all would. I'm gonna sit here. I'm gonna eat this food, and ain't none one of y'all gonna try nothing." Mel gonna eat her food. If Mel don't do nothing else, Mel gonna eat her food just like she did at Stormy party. They just a talking and Mel just a eating. Mel gonna eat her food.
I
Mel
would
didn't
eat
even
my
care that
food
her
too.
cousin
Why
was
I
so
want
sitting
to talk
next
to
to her.
You know, she said, I'm going to eat and ask questions.
them?
yeah, but Destiny saw her too. So how come she keep trying to make it seem like didn't nobody see nobody since the Galentines? Y'all done seen Mel a
Thank
couple of
you.
times. And you done talked to Mel on the phone after Galentine's because when Mel went to Stormy's house, you and Mel had a conversation that night. And that's
Exactly,
why
because they were
those
supposed to meet
two
up.
talked. That's why those two talked at Jalen house when they kind of got into it and she called her sweetie and then or whatever she called her. So why is you sitting up here acting like you haven't talked to Melody? I think she be putting on in front of Tisha, and that's why she said nope. But then when Tisha ain't around, now you gonna run and call Melody. Oh, I just called cause in that G wagon, baby, you can't see at night, and I just was calling to check on you. What you calling to check on me for? Call check
Jalen
on
Jalen
Tisha.
housewarming was right after the Galentine's party, so you know they saw her.
Correct. Correct. But Melody, that same
Yeah.
night, Melody talked to her. And she
Right.
talked to Stormy the next day and said, I just talked to her and I think y'all don't have no beef and y'all should sit down and talk. And then the next event after that
With Jalen.
was Jalen's. Right. So why you acting like you ain't seen Melody and you going through all of this, rolling your eyes and stumping your feet? You was mad because Stormy didn't give you that donation and the other lady didn't give you that donation based on your antics online saying
Exactly.
Melody wasn't a friend from that mess you said at the reunion. All of
And
that came back to bite her.
yeah, but
And now
looking
she
at her, who
realized she
would
thought it was
donate
Scott.
money to that? I'm looking at like you don't even have your shop open, Madani, right now. Really? Oh, jeez.
Yeah, that's shopping clothes.
And this is off topic, but in my opinion, and allegedly, I think that's what Marlo do. I think that's why Marlo didn't want clothes. Marlo wanted monetary donations so she could. Everybody try to figure out how Marlo gets money. Marlo has nonprofit organizations
Mm-hmm.
that she pays herself a
She got a
salary
couple
out
of
of,
them.
and does whatever she does, and that's what they do, and that's what they have been doing. It's all a big old Ponzi scheme that they running over there.
And before
All of them.
and Destiny got with Tisha because before she got real cool with Tisha, she thought the Scotts had some pull and some money.
And
Now that
some
she's
money.
in with the
I'm
Scott,
sorry.
she's seeing that they ain't got nothing, and now she wants Mel back, but it's too
Right.
late.
Just
Because
the
all
fact
Tisha
that she
money
even
tied up
thought
for her
they had money.
kids.
Oh God.
That's how slow she is.
Tisha money tied up for
That's a
her kids.
user.
And
Con
then
And
she
that's
artist.
went
why
and found a
LeBaric
black
left.
dude. That dude looked like he was trying to latch on to her because she was on TV thinking she had money. She don't even
How do
think
Mm-hmm.
money
you
for her needs,
fumble a
baby boy.
bag with triple A credit? I don't get it. I don't get it.
She thought her stuff was popping more than it was
It
in the
couldn't have
words
been
of Judy.
popping if it was popping with Moses, Vienna sausages, septic tank mouth, and the rest of the crew. I just
Well, it wasn't popping to Liberica, and his family wasn't feel it wasn't popping enough for him to go against his mama now.
he
And when
probably
mama
said,
don't
"My
like you, that's
eyes
just
have
too bad.
seen
You
the
got to
glory,"
go.
and left.
Yeah,
No, his
he cut
eyes
his
saw her with
losses
one of the
quick.
men you just named, and he
Ooh,
left.
Oh, jeez. Oh, but Liberic, if you need somebody, I'm available. I appreciate AAA credit. It's okay. It's okay.
Hell, I
and
accept B credit with the jobs you got.
since they like mama, somebody say get Liberic mama on there, get Liberic sister on there since they want some. Let's get some tea. Don't
I
fight
Somebody
was
over
said
that. Let's expose her all the way. Get Liberic them people on there or whoever wrote that little
Exactly.
thing that said she was gonna get kicked out and all of that, and she wasn't saying nothing until that came out because it had to be true. So, and that's when she started doing her interviews, going around telling her story and saying that, but she switched it up a little bit. Y'all noticed that, right?
telling some of her story.
Mm-hmm.
Well, she told what they told and nothing more, but she put a little spin on what they told, but it was still the truth. The lady still ain't left that man's house, probably.
They said she's squatting.
Child.
But messing with other men. She got a picture with Moses right now, just allegedly today. I don't. Oh Jesus.
And what
Her
kind of man
priorities
has
ain't
their
right.
wife, their girlfriend, or anybody that they care about on goddamn going live crying, talking about something? I'm so lonely. I need friends. I need this. Whatever all them things that she was saying. What man lets you do all of that? He's supposed to be your confidant. He's supposed to be your rescue. He's supposed to be the who you run to, not the daggone internet. Well, interconnect in the words of Wanda.
Well, once he sees
You
she
could
don't
tell
got
that man
nobody,
wasn't serious about her.
he
Like
gonna
somebody
leave
said, he was there because he was on TV.
on TV.
And
Yep.
then he realized, oh, you is not even a D character on TV. My
Right.
bad.
You the extra. You
Right,
the
she want to
extra.
keep putting herself with the original six. Girl, you are not a part of the original cast.
No.
LeBaric was more part of the original cast than you were. He just happened to leave because he didn't want to be on screen with you. And you
Nope.
said that out of your own mouth.
Well, maybe
So,
she thinks she's hotel in drag. I don't know. Maybe
well,
that's it.
she thinks that I'm telling you, Destiny probably thought what a lot of them thought is that Martell
Was
was the
ahead.
brains and he had the money and they had picked the wrong hoe. That's why he's so mad and trying to destroy her character now because she destroyed him with one move. He hasn't been successful. If you made her, make yourself. Make
Anybody that thinks
coleslaw.
hotel is the brains when he said the first episode, I don't know how to read. It's just that's
A
special.
mess.
I'm just saying. Yeah.
When Mel was on her tirade on the internet that day, and she said, and I had to be the lover, the secretary. He said, I know you ain't write this stuff because I was writing the stuff for you.
Everything.
Destiny wrote that junk. Coastline ain't smart enough to me because she don't
Destiny
talk
ain't
about
either, because that
nothing.
some of them words was missing out of that stuff too. So Destiny ain't as smart as she thought she was either.
But she's smarter than Coastline. And she's smarter than Sheree. And she uses enough big
I,
words
She
to
ain't too smarter than
articulate that.
Sheree. She needed to stay at the chateau.
Oop.
well,
Well,
that's true.
I'm
Good
talking
point.
about education wise, because somebody say Sheree did not pass middle school.
Yeah, that's what I said. She don't have a GED. So how in the world?
Because
I
she was
don't know.
spotting and bopping. She
Yeah,
had a
thought
baby
and
at
about.
14, like Wanda.
Okay.
Yeah.
Her oldest is about 40.
The same age as Martell.
A
They are
mess.
literally the same
Do you think
age.
Wanda thinks that she's still in teenage years when
Yep,
it comes to her baby?
yep.
Jeez.
Yeah, but Wanda's doing all of that for Wanda. Wanda ain't doing that
Yeah.
for Tisha. She's using Tisha as an excuse, but Wanda wants the
Yes.
spotlight. Wanda
Only
wants to
person thinks
be
she is
Tisha.
helping Tisha is Tisha. No, everybody else knows Wanda's agenda.
Yeah,
Even my soul
Wanda's.
knows her agenda. And the sad part is, Tisha was birthed by her worst enemy, and then she married her worst enemy.
Yep.
That's the sad part. You sold your daughter to her worst enemy.
Now you know, Prosperity. You need to put some respect on Tisha's marriage. Now you know
It's not a marriage; it's a
On her
marriage.
marriage.
a marriage
Marriage.
or an arrangement. Yes, good.
Marriage.
You need to put some respect. Even though I don't go to Africa with my husband for 30 days, put some respect on my marriage.
Even
Okay.
though my husband say them not his kids, they my kids, and then he tried to kill one of the kids by giving them peanut butter on camera, and I'm just getting out the basement and the attic.
Oh.
Tisha don't get on my face.
How y'all feel about him saying what he said about Dr. Francis? That whole little fake scene was just for him
Child.
to get rid of Dr. Francis so that Tisha wouldn't have no help.
And what
Not
she
an
do?
ally.
And she fell for it.
And she like, I need to follow what my master say. Okay.
She being obedient.
Because
Yeah, I think
God sent him
they
to
let
Tisha.
him get away with too much. And someone was saying that he tries to control his wife, and
Don't
I
try.
the, well, the only reason I'm saying try is because you can only be controlled if you allow someone to control you. And at some point, you got to recognize that no, somebody can try to control you, but if you let them, then you are the one to blame. They're not to blame when you allow them to control you. This is my opinion,
Right.
because we know that control is manipulation and is like witchcraft. So if you want to come away from up under that, you gotta stand up for who you are. You did all this bad talk against Mel. You wouldn't stand up for you, knowing that your mother opened her filthy mouth and talked about these children. You wouldn't even correct her. So you put yourself in that position to be controlled, in my opinion.
She left one master for another.
I agree.
My thing was her playing without intelligence upstairs in a whole daggone outfit with a face full of makeup, talking about something she didn't know he was downstairs. Girl, you made the charcuterie board. What are you talking about?
Exactly. You came down in your little cute little thing trying to entice him, and that man wouldn't even much look at you.
That man called his side chick and let him know that they had a scene together that night. He got permission as far as he could go, and as far as he could go was faking like he did that charcuterie board and talking about a period party. There was no romance in that daggone night,
Nope.
nowhere in sight.
Well, how can you have romance when he's wearing a girdle under his shirt and shorts?
Uh,
I'm just saying.
I said I would hate to see him getting undressed. Like that would
Oh,
turn it
yeah,
off all the
dog.
way.
Oh.
Like, could you imagine being trying to be turned on and your man asking you to help him pull his girdle off?
I'm looking at Maurice and I'm feeling the same way for Kimmy, going like, okay, no, it's all right.
Now
Forget
he
it.
remind me of popcorn. He just remind me of a lot of butter on some popcorn.
And I saw him dancing on that boat. He don't look like he got no moves neither.
I'm like, really? I
Like
just
this
saw
girl.
margarine,
I
literally.
can
Margarine,
tell you
yeah, like a
what
stick of
we don't
margarine
ever see is a print.
at all.
What do you mean, a friend?
The print.
Oh goodness, yeah.
I don't know if they tucking or ducking or
How did
what.
he supposedly have sex with 6 different people?
Because he probably goes fast. So
I want to know how he's gonna do it twice a
wow.
day. I'm still trying to figure that part out.
That's a good point. He went
You know,
fast.
you ever seen a rabbit?
Ooh,
The rabbit's going about 30
Wow.
seconds.
What you ain't about to do is be jumping on me for 5 seconds and thinking we no.
Girl,
That is
I
not
can't do it.
sex.
Man, we all grown, right? Y'all ever see like ever dealt with
We
somebody
are.
like that? You know they got the one move, right?
Nope.
Where
That's
they
why I
I
where
know
they
said
when
I'm
put
people.
where they
disgusted. No more play.
they try to put your legs up and just go crazy.
Yeah, that's what I
Thank God
And
said.
that
then
ain't
you
my
gotta tie
ministry.
a board to their back because they go slip out talking about you just too wet. So I'm pretty sure that's what they got to deal with those guys.
I'm
Thank
telling
you,
you,
Jesus. That ain't my ministry.
I would be afraid if I would get smushed in the act in the process. That's why I was like, no, that's okay.
Yeah, those are missionary guys. They
Cause
just
I'm
do it
claustrophobic.
for themselves. The woman doesn't get anything out of that. The
I
I
only
am
feel like
thing
let's
that
claustrophobic.
she
keep our
probably
Not
distance.
claustrophobic, Prosperity.
getting something is
I am
coleslaw
claustrophobic. You will not put all that weight
she,
on my chest.
cause
That's
she
what
get
we
her
not gonna
groceries.
do.
I was scared. That's why I never dated a real big guy because I was like, I'm gonna get squished in the relationship,
You gotta
literally.
lift it up and get up under it. Who got
Yeah,
time
but
for all
that's
that?
too much work
That,
right there,
that
baby.
Way
Oh
right.
my
too much.
God.
I'm
Way too
tired now. I ain't even did nothing yet. I'm just tired from holding it
You
up.
know,
No.
that's why Melody said when Marcel came by going, will you be interested? No, I'll go back to hotel before I deal with you. Oh heck no. That's it. No, that's okay.
And I'm pretty sure y'all remember in season 1 when Tisha kept on saying phrases like, well, we're growing, we're getting better. And it was hard at the beginning of our marriage, but we made it through. And I didn't want to be no single parent. And all of these comments she made, we know that something was wrong in the relationship and Melody and what Melody and Martell said when they went to the cabins in Nashville, when they were making those faces and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Tisha was making all those comments. That lets us know that they know something, more about their relationship. I think Mel even said, girl, I know more about your relationship or something like that than you do. Or Tisha think that Martell is the only man in the universe or that actually cheat.
Well,
That girl was,
Anna,
uh-huh.
I was gonna tell you, if you looked at Latifah's eyes, she
Mm-hmm.
crossed her eyes while she made that statement to let you
Yeah,
know she was lying to her teeth.
yeah.
And she was like, my dad never married or never cheated. We're like, if you took a still picture, it looked like she was cross-eyed. So you knew she was lying through her teeth right there.
So basically, what the reason I brought all of that up is to say this. What she kept saying, we're growing together and we're improving and all of this stuff. And that was when they thought that they had these multi-million-dollar businesses and stuff. So if this financial strain hit them, and that's all they really built their marriage on, because finances can really destroy a marriage. And if they lose these, I'm not hoping nobody, but allegedly, if they get in debt or whatever, this could really break their relationship. And then, what is she going to be able to say then? I'm not saying nobody want anybody's relationship to break up, but just tell the truth. Don't sit up here and lie to the viewers, talking about it never happened to me. And then you sit and let Melody and Martell take the brunt and their family toe up. But it's just so selfish to me to not tell your story. And then you decide that you're going to tell Carlos, look, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to quit. And then he allow you to come up with these false narratives and not be honest with the viewers. And it made Melody like she was a person, because people talking about, well, Melody's marriage broke up. Now she's just trying to break up everybody else's marriage. That's what they were saying. And I never believed it. I only believe that she wanted these people to tell the truth so she wouldn't have to. And she didn't. But she was.
Honey, those liars
But I
ain't gonna
think
say
that
nothing.
explains why she. I think that explains too why she would always be just on the brink of saying it but not saying it. Maybe she couldn't say it because they had that agreement with Carlos. Do y'all think that? Because she would just be like, okay, or she would turn and laugh or just about spit her drink out, but she would never say it. And people were thinking that she was being passive aggressive. But y'all think maybe she just couldn't say anything?
No,
I don't
she
think Mel
tried
would
on the
make that.
No,
gala team. She
Yeah.
actually said the person, but
man,
Hmm.
Carlos cut it
Tisha
out.
will let that man break her ankle in that event to prove that they got a good marriage. She'll let him do whatever it takes to fool everybody.
What she's gonna say when it happens, when the real come out, what she gonna say is, "I'm sorry, Mel. Can you now give me the blueprint?" That is what she's going to say.
And Melody's gonna say, "Hell to the no!
See,
Get
that's
away
what
from me,
she
trick."
better say.
Well, they all are just crazy, all of them.
And I don't think that Mel will
I
go along with
agree.
putting we gonna put out our business, but y'all get to keep y'all's under wraps.
No,
I don't see Mel.
She tried to reveal it. Carlos would
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. No,
blot it
she
out,
asked,
admit
did we
it.
think that Mel did Mel knew about the not being able to say the agreement? What I'm saying is, I don't think Mel would have ever went with that. I think that was kept from Mel as well.
Correct, it was. That's why I said they edited it out to make it look like a certain thing. So Carlos made a deal with the Scots that he would try to go after, probably on behalf of his booty boy hotel, because he's
Yep,
mad
the
that
side guy.
Melody left the thing, left the plantation.
Well, she had the nerve to leave him.
I
Yeah,
agree.
because Mel was supposed to be Tisha as well.
Nah, but
This
see,
is
that
my
was the
thing.
problem. Because remember, Martell was like, "I want me a wife like Tisha," because
That's
Tisha,
what I'm
in
saying.
his
But
mind,
going
she.
into this, he probably thought that Mel was going to play along with the
Oh
game,
yeah.
and then when she
Oh
didn't,
hell no! Oh no, not with him.
that's when he realized, like, oh,
Mhm.
she really not playing with me.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, she's
He
not.
should have known that the first time when she left to be with the fellatio.
Oh, you
Baby.
smart, smart.
Jesus, I'm sorry.
You smart, smart.
But
I know,
just
but I'm just saying. She remember she left. He was
Hmm.
with the peasant for all those years, and then he begged Carlos to get his wife back. He
but
knows
just
how it is.
imagine if it's proven that Marceau did cheat in this marriage. Just it's gonna make all of them look like they the biggest liars in the world. Marceau, Tisha, well, I don't know about Miss Wanda because she kind of hinted around to it, but especially Marceau and Tisha.
She jumped on the bandwagon too. She started lying, told me she didn't think he was cheating because ain't nobody coming
Exactly.
out
Kimmy
with it.
said, "We had a rough patch. It was before we were married. This is why he
But you
did
had
that."
bought a whole house with that man. Ladies, stop it.
I don't.
He was in
But she was
Atlanta
the
with
one that brung out.
linebackers.
But she was the one that brung out the naked back picture on the show. Wanda, right?
Wanda
No, I
did.
thought it was
Hmm.
Marcel. Marcel laid that picture
But
out.
didn't she ask? But didn't she ask
Hmm.
Tisha
No,
about it?
She
She
bought it
brought it
up to
on the show.
Tisha. She met with Tisha on the show and bought that to her.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Her mama.
So she was going back and forth. Then it's so at one point she something made her switch from being where she was kind of coming after because she was always saying yeah because I'll get in my car and I'll follow you and where was you going the other night at 1 o'clock in the morning and all she came on the show kind of with that energy.
She
Then all
wanted
of a
that food
sudden
truck.
yeah, okay. I
Yeah.
because that's when I
She
actually liked Miss Wanda was when she first came on the show.
Hmm.
No, Wanda is a project chick for hire. If you give her an opportunity to get on a show, she'll follow you for whatever you need. That's it.
And I really don't think Maurice ever denied that Marceau wasn't cheating or him. He never really denied. And some of the look on his face when they are talking about him really makes me feel like he knows something too. Because when he also said there's a lot of things that I do know that I don't say anything
Yeah,
about.
remember the crib?
When he
Remember
brought,
if I would have put a picture with a baby in a crib up on the thing, then what? When they were sitting at dinner?
Yeah, like I said, they know they have skeletons, but the thing is, they're misogynists. They think that because they're a man, they can talk their way or get out of it. So
They're
Who do
just
y'all
waiting for
think that
one
baby
to. If
with a
one
crib
say it,
is?
then everybody's going to start talking. That's when they're going to do it. They're just holding each other's secrets until one busts the other one out, and then the whole dam is going to come down.
It's gonna be sad when it
So
comes
y'all
down,
think
but
the
will we
baby?
care?
Do y'all think the baby with the crib is that lady that they did the interview with?
Yeah, the Alana
Because
lady.
then somebody he had a secret baby with her or something like that.
Hmm.
Why would she have a baby with septic tank mouth, girdles, hips don't lie? I just don't get it,
The same
Mm.
reason they would cheat with him.
and that's why I don't get it either.
That's true.
Like, is it that
Because we got
desperate?
sense and we got taste,
I
and money
know
can't buy everything.
he was he got fired as a what do you
Movie
call it,
theater,
a
a
theater
supervisor.
manager allegedly, and was homeless and ain't got no place to go. I wouldn't date him during that time at all. I'm sorry. It's just, oh jeez.
I wouldn't date him during that time when he was fake supposed to been on a escort, when he's supposed to been whatever he was doing. I wouldn't have dated him. Period. You can
Y'all
drive
talking
that
about
Benz,
I mean, y'all talking about Marcel.
Mark suit. Yes, he could. He
Saul,
could
You know,
drive
yes,
two
Saul.
Benzes, and I wouldn't date him.
the pickings are slim in Huntsville, and they go get those young
They
girls.
can't be that slim in Huntsville.
Well, they
Come
go get the
on.
young girls from college, and they give them a little money, like Martell did with with Curry.
But y'all, they need to go to the next
Yeah, but
county
he
if it's
didn't
that
have any
slim.
money. That's what I'm saying. He was broke.
Who was broke?
Mark
Marceau.
suit.
Oh,
He
Marcel.
was using
And
Oh,
so
nails
was
as money.
Maurice.
they didn't know that.
Honey.
Well, he would borrow money from Martell because remember he would take money to Ariana's
Oh
wedding,
God. See how stupid Hotel is. And now he don't even have a place to stay and food.
and they
You
laughing at him.
stupid.
He is quiet as a mouse, as he should be.
He should have
Honey,
been
I think
quiet.
he's with the peasant. Anybody want to bet
Ladies,
$5 he's getting groceries at
can
the
you
peasant?
guys hear me?
Now I
Hmm.
can.
Can you guys hear me? Chat
I
and
can
I'm
hear
Yeah.
you,
sorry,
chit chat, the
panel.
QT.
Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I was just gonna say my limit was 3 hours. We are
Okay,
at three
cool.
hours and 10 minutes and 53 seconds and counting.
56,
But I do
57,
want to
58.
thank you guys for joining me on the panel. You guys are the bomb, and you know that you're welcome at any time. To the chat, you guys were off the chain tonight, and chatting with you. And to the six that's watching, I thank you guys. I will be back live this coming Friday. So hopefully you
All
guys could
right.
join me again. And also, what was I going to say? My goodness, I wrote it down. It was something Pretty Brown Eyes said. Where did she? She dropped down, huh? Pretty Brown
Hmm.
Eyes. Okay, well, I
Yeah, she
remember
dropped
it
down.
for Friday. But I really want to thank you guys. I have to get up. I start work at 5 a.m. So it is my bedtime. But I
Yes, it is.
appreciate you
Amen.
guys so
Oh
much.
wow.
And yeah,
Yes.
see you guys on Prosperity. Are you going live? Prosperity?
No, I did mine for today.
All right. Well, I was tamed today, chit
Done for
chat.
the day. Okay, well, thank you, sister.
Thank you for
You
allowing me
Thank you
to come up.
know
guys. That
what?
was really
You really,
fun.
I'm so proud of you, Anonymous. I am so proud of.
Well, we already had the horizontal position
Thank
already
you,
discussed.
everyone. You guys have a good night.
Thank y'all. Have a great
Good night,
night.
chit
Yes, I
chat.
Y'all enjoy
like
the rest of your
that. I
week.
Yes.
like that.
Good night.
Good night, everyone. Join me Friday if you're going to be on this behavior now. Good night, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. And good night to the chat. New Speed, Shirley, Celebrate Your Darkness, Darnett, Kwanda, Dee Dee, Kevin Moore, PK Joe, Peggy, JMB Signatures, Patricia, Mimi, Renee, Kevin Moore, Tennessee Girl, Kwanda, Sensibility Speaks, Peggy, Just scrolling up. I'm sorry I couldn't acknowledge you guys while we were talking. Toya Johnson, thank you so much. Shirley's Discerning and Do It Yourself. ADR, thank you for joining me again. Laura Holland. 3Gen 407. Dee Dee. Kathy Colbert. Thank all of you guys. Elsa, I don't think, Esla one. I don't think I saw you. DB. Trisha K. 10. Thank you again for joining me. Hope you guys have a great night. Bye.